Hello, everyone. A little early than usual for the stream, but there's a lot of games to go over. March 29th? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And since the past research has taken me so long to go through just because there's so many games, I think we're going to start researching a little different. I'm going to start at the start of stream. Just for homers. At the start of stream, we're going to go through all the games, weather, pitchers, best batters, everything like that, and kind of eliminate some games. Like NBA, you eliminate games with high spread, low totals, good defenses, everything like that, right? But when you're researching baseball, I think weather, pitchers, batters, everything like that really plays into effect. Oh my god, he added 2026 data. Holy 2026 data is on the way, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay. What does this do? Oh, cool. Okay. He added the button to switch to pitcher stats as well now. So not only can you have the drop down, you can switch. And he's added starting pitcher. Oh my god. Was there an update? I missed the update. I was in class. Oh my god. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, so we're going to get started here. Oh, that's why. Wait, it's Sunday. Hold on. Let me refresh. Yeah, let me send these noties out. 28 people of you in here. I appreciate you guys. You're subbed here with noties. Oh, so good to see. Let me send out these the noties, and then we'll get started. Can you hear my fan? Let me know if you can hear my fan. If you can, I'll turn it off. It is just so hot recently. I don't know why. There's just an absolute heater. Yeah, sorry about no stream yesterday. Just busy recording those videos. Those should be out hopefully this weekend. Editor knows. And yeah, those should be out soon. So just keep your eye out for those. I go through detailed explanations. The home run cheat sheet is already out, that tutorial. So how I personally use the home run cheat sheet, what all these metrics mean, what to really look for. Those are all out specifically for homers. So go to my YouTube, click most popular or oldest, and it'll be right around there. The thumbnail is just like a monitor, and it says home run. So pretty easy to spot. And let me send out the Discord noti. And Jose is posting more home runs. Harper, Trout, Pasquantino. Also posted Adley Rutschman and Jake Bowers. Interesting, okay. That seems like a value. Yeah, plus 600 on both of those guys, plus 4,200 as a parlay. See if that ends up hitting. If you're not in our Discord, I'm going to type the link in chat for that, as well as the Twitter. Wow, so many of you guys are in here. This is just great. We're so back to baseball. We're so back. But yeah, join our Discord. Follow us on Twitter. We post, like, updates. Discord's just really fun to be in. You can just talk to people while the games are happening. My picket, you could tail me there, and then as we go through the stream, you can type ! props, and everything I have will pop up in the props menu. So currently it's actually full. Those were from last stream, so let me delete that to avoid some confusion. And then if you type props 2, whether we're doing homers or first baskets, those are like the more long shots. So normal props, and then props 2 will be homers for today's stream. I'm thinking of doing a few hit parlays. So as we go through, I'm going to really try and hone in on hits, HRRs, total bases, and then when we really like someone, take their homer. And then I'll kind of walk through my process as well. So let me... Batemand first. Attaboy. SNG, Cam, Bam points. We're doing MLB today. How many NBA games are there? Can maybe jump around. Carter Jensen, Kyle, and Colson. Kyle Schwarber, Colson Montgomery. Gang, what's up? New team pitch mix feature is fire. Haven't even looked at that. I love that pitcher button, so fast and easy to switch. Pro tip, it's March 30th, yeah. Kurt's TFA yet. Just here for the mouse and keyboard ASMR. Put my mic closer. Like the video for good luck. Yep. It works. It works. Come on now. What's up, Ego? How you doing, guys? Hope you are all well. We can hear a little bit, no biggie. Let me turn it down. Actually, I'll just turn off. What is happening in my headset? Oh my god. My headset literally just sounded like it was about to explode. Salvi gonna go yard. He did yesterday, correct? I believe. What's up? Alonzo Trout Soda. Dude, I had Alonzo yesterday. So unlucky. Royce Lewis. Carter. A lot of you guys are on Carter. Researching baseball is so confusing. Can you explain? Yeah, I got you, bro. Hits, HRR, home run. Okay, so let's just start there. Wow. 8 NBA games. I would fade this game, fade this game, fade this game. Okay, so we only have like 3 games. Only 2 really to go over, and then maybe some first baskets. We'll do that after we do MLB. I only have until like 5:30 because I have an exam on Wednesday. Boo. Boo, stats exam. Boo. Everyone type boos in chat. Boo. We hate stats. Jensen, Shea, Bush, Colson. Everyone's on Colson. Interesting. Boo. Boo stats. Boo. Fade all NBA till playoffs. Yeah, honestly, Matt, I wouldn't be surprised. Only games that are, like, decent are Heat and, like, whatever it said, Heat Celtics. Because I think Tatum's out. I think I saw that. Or Brown. One of them's out. Hawks. Hawks is always good because there's always a high pace. They just play so efficiently. It's not going to be interesting. Robin Anthony back in H-Town could be interesting. F that exam. Hope you pass. Me too, gang. Yo, if I don't pass this exam, I might be cooked. I might be cooked. Colson back-to-back, bro. Murakami is actually the GOAT. Murakami at Loan Depot for your money. You need to ace that stats test for the culture. I got you, bro. I got you. I'll let you guys know how I do on it. Okay. Let's go through the weather real quick. Kind of like, you know how I start NBA with the injury reports? That's kind of like what you do for MLB. There's so many guys on a roster, though. They can just kind of, like some guys, you know, you just have rest days. So many games. Okay. He made the roof icon also, like, tan so you could see it more easily, which is good, good, good. Everything is green. Clear. Chance for delay is yellow. Delay likely. Chance for a postponement in orange. So if you see anything orange or red ever here, you just fade that game immediately. Now the next most important thing is always wind. Wind blowing out in Kansas City, 17 miles an hour. Unbelievable. Really going to help righties. Remember, righties bat from the left side of the plate. Lefties bat from the right side of the plate. So lefties pull, righties pull this way. So this is more so going to help righties, can also help lefties, but lefty hits might go more towards center, so just always something to think about, right? 17 mile an hour out, again, going to help righties. Orioles and Camden Yards blowing out, blowing in, but this isn't a dome. So wind reduction, let's see if Kevin doesn't have any notes on it. But I think this could be one where you don't fade, but I don't really know how wind impacts in domes because it's way different than actually being outside, right? Reds blowing just due left. This was the same thing last game. I would probably fade it, to be honest, unless there's someone you really like, and they're a righty. That's the only guy I would take there. Rogers Center, this will be in a dome. It's 48 degrees in Toronto. At Braves, wind blowing in 4 miles an hour, not going to make too much of a difference unless it ramps up throughout the game, which it doesn't. I believe he just takes an average of all the time. So if you just look at this, that should be an average of everything there. Brewers will be domed, and then Cubs blowing out heavy. Cards blowing out, Astros blowing out, Mariners blowing in to the right. Padres blowing, again, anything under like 10 miles an hour to me doesn't really matter. If it's 8 blowing directly in, then maybe, but yeah, the 8's kind of my range on wind. Wind blowing to the right, Padres. Dodger Stadium blowing out, going to help lefties, especially Ohtani maybe. And then Diamondbacks blowing right, but they are in a dome, so should be open 90 degrees. Maybe they close it because it's too hot, but, I mean, those guys in zone are used to it. So, yeah, only game I'm really fading, probably, is... Did we even see a game that we were fading? I forgot this one was in a dome. Yeah, I think every game is pretty much fine. Look Last game, the Braves had wind blowing in at 10 miles an hour, and I think Acuna, Michael Harris had 2. I'm not sure who else, but I know at least those 3 hits, which would have been homers if the wind wasn't blowing in. I typed it in the Discord. Make sure you're in that and paying attention to some of the weather updates. But weather is a big factor that a lot of people don't consider. So just make sure you at least take a peep at it. Varsho Grisham. We love baseball. Stats boo. Other stats boo exam. I agree. Not fading my Sixers today. Need ace that stats. I already read all this. Ace the exam. Ace the picks. Attaboy. I like that logic. Sir Cartier. Appreciate the sub, man. Kyle Isbell Sleeper. Top of the morning shy. What's up, Tizzo? You ain't late, bro. We only started like 5 minutes ago. Casey, you gonna have a derby today? Yeah. Okay, anyone? Okay, let's start. When you guys have a pick, we're going to go game by game. If the game's bad, we're just going to skip it just to save time and just to find the best plays. So if you guys have something you really like from the Twins-Royals game, whether it's Homer, HRR, we can even look at pitcher stats now since it's really easy to. Please do let me know. So we'll start by just looking at this game. And we'll start there. This game starts at 4:10. That's good. A lot of late games today. I'm going to have to start looking because I might have to do some night streams. So pay attention to that as well. Buxton, Carter. Wow. Lots of Carters. Carter. Holy. Okay. Is he on the Royals? Yes, he is. Oh, my God. See, this dude, one thing to remember, though, his stats do look really good. I'm not saying they don't, but just remember it's a low sample size. So just stay weary of that. He is 0 for 6, or no, this is Salvi, sorry. Salvi 0 for 6 versus Woods Richardson. This is something I always like to look at as batter versus pitcher, just to see if anyone's good. Kyle Isbell, 3 of 4 with a homer on him. Walked once. The other ball was put in a play because it wasn't a strikeout. Bobby Witt, 0 for 8. Yikes. You can see one thing you should always look at is the home runs per 9, so you can see 1.46 to righties. No data for 2026, obviously he hasn't pitched yet, but you can see 9 homers given up to righties in 55 innings, 8 in 54, so pretty similar, but gives a way higher hard hit, higher fly ball percent, and obviously about the same HR per fly ball percent, just a little higher there. You can look at some barrel rates, 2025 barrels. Carter Jensen does actually have the best, highest EV as well. What are his odds? Plus 400, wow. And winds blowing out 17 miles an hour. He is a lefty, so that's not great, but we'll look. Okay, so four-seam slider. Pff, my God. Yeah, this dude just absolutely creams the four-seam. So someone asked when to look for HRR, total bases, home runs, hits. Hits, you want to look at batting average. That's the only thing that matters when you're determining hits. HRRs, so batting average, a good batting average is like 280, 290, 300 is really good. And it's really good to look at batting averages and all of these stats on particular pitches, right? Like some guy can have, so you're going off of a right-handed pitcher, so you want to make sure this is on right-handed pitcher because most of the at-bats are going to come off of this starter unless he, absolutely sucks, but then he's giving up a lot of homers, a lot of hits, etc., etc. So filter by right-handed pitchers, and then you can see here he has a 250 batting average on the four-seamer, but he has a 333 in total. Some guys are the opposite. Some guys have a really good batting average, but on the top 2 pitches they suck. Now in this case, that's not the case. This is good for us. You can also see really high ISO, which means they get a lot of power, a lot of extra base hits. And then WOBA is going to be for HRR. So WOBA, anything over 400s, I really like for HRR. But you also want to make sure the guys around them are in a decent spot. So you can see all of these guys in front of him are green, which means they should get on base, which means he should have chances to get not only hits and runs himself, but RBIs as well. So that's why you want to look at WOBA. WOBA just measures, you could also click this icon here, weighted on-base average. It basically measures their complete offensive production. So it's literally, I forget the formula, but I looked at the what it means, and it's literally made for HRRs. So when you're using this, anything over 400 is exceptional. He's at a 449, and he has guys in front of him that surely will get on base and give him some chances to get some good opportunities. Since he is a left-handed batter, you want to make sure you filter on left-handed batter, and you can see he throws a four-seam 48% of the time, slider 18% of the time, splitter 13% of the time, curveball 12% of the time. All pitches that he has absolutely nailed. Some way you could also look at this is his recent hits. He had a 456 homer. Now this was 928, so this was last year. 327, 329, 329. You could see he had a field out, just a ground ball tapper, and then he had a sac fly, 336, then a home run, 371. Another thing you could do that I like doing is if you see a pitch that the pitcher throws over like 40% of the time, then you just filter by that, and I mean, it looks absolutely ridiculous from that point of view. You also want to make sure you look here and see when he's getting those home runs, how he's getting those home runs, and if they're actually home runs. So like this one, unfortunately, wouldn't be a homer. This one, of course, would be. I think wind is impacting lefties, though. No, it's good for righties. So wind is really helping righties. Might not be great for lefties because it's going to blow the ball more towards center. But his stats do look good. I would probably take him for HRR rather than a homer. But either way, I mean, it does look good. Fly ball 55% of the time. You want fly ball and line drive typically to add up to more than ground ball and pop-up percent when you're filtering by. Usually we filter by last 15 since there's not much data from this year. There's only 3 hits off the four-seamer that are this year. But look at his hard hit rate. 100% of the time it's a hard hit, which means the exit velocity is above 95 miles an hour. Which you can see all of these are above 95 miles an hour. A good hard hit's like 45 plus, so him having a 100% is ridiculous. Home run for fly ball percent, I like looking at like 20, and then you want pull to be the highest, but in this case, Oppo being high isn't terrible because he's hitting to the best side for wind. Oppo just typically does get lower power, but that it doesn't, it's not terrible in this sense. So always something to consider as well. He had a homer last game, and his barrel percent is at 44%, which is like absurd. Let's see, last 5 40%. It's just ridiculous. Unbelievable. Basically, barrel percent is a certain EV, a certain angle that can make it possible to hit a home run. Yeah, that's unreal. I think you probably have to take him for a homer. I don't like the wind, but let me catch up. HRR hits, runs, and RBIs, correct? Is Brandon Brown in here? Oh, there he is. What's up, Brandon? Josh Bell, Carter, Buxton. Do you care more about batters versus handedness stats or pitch mix stats? Batter versus handedness, for sure. Just FYI, those that have access, Jensen is plus 500 on Bet365. Crazy. Stop saying cream. Bro, that's what you say in baseball. I played baseball my whole life. When you cream a ball, man, absolutely kill it. Gold Boys had that 7-leg last year. Holy. Holy. Carter Jensen, Shea, Kerry Carp, 3-leg home run lay. Thank me later. Hey, man. I'll see you at the bank teller, man. What's your batting average in baseball? Okay, so my ISO would be really low. I'd be like what's that dude on Stephen Kwan? I'd be like Stephen Kwan, you know what I mean? Contact hitter, not power. But man, when I was on base, I was stealing. Come on now. You love the word holy. I do. Okay, Carter Jensen, easily the best on his team. Also in a really good spot for HRRs. So him, I would take him for, like, honestly, hit HRRs, total bases. You could, like, have your pick. It is a small sample size. I would probably just take his HRR and homer in this spot. We could also add him to a hit lay, but I think it's too low of a sample size, personally. So I'm just going to take his HRR and homer. Lineups updated. Oh, my God. Lineups updated for everyone. My Woba must have been high, man. Chinksy, appreciate the sub, man. Bro, scared of Josh Bell? Well, look, don't you worry. Now, something weird. Also, hold on, I do want to point this out. That's Keys, appreciate the sub. I do want to point this out real quick. Something that I have noticed sometimes is last year when researching, you'll see here that the home run per 9 is like skewed heavily to one side, or not like skewed, but say, just for example, say this is 1, instead of versus lefties it being 1.32, say it's 1, and then versus righties it's like 2, right? So like obviously he gives up more homers versus righties. But if you're looking at these stats, sometimes, like see in this case, a lot of the homers, like if 3 of the homers they give up are on a pitch they throw 2% of the time, they're probably not going to throw that pitch anymore. You know what I mean? So be careful. Just be mindful of the amount of pitches they throw. So like four-seamer, even though he only threw it, actually he threw a lot of it, right? 42% of the time he was throwing the four-seamer, gave up 3 homers. You know, decent amount. But when you see a pitcher, or when a batter kills the four-seam, you think he's going to be one of those guys, right? And then you look lefties, same thing. Here, he gives up a lot on his slider, not a lot on his four-seam. But he throws his slider second most, so just be mindful. Like, this changeup, he's not going to throw anymore, bro. It's terrible. TZ, appreciate the sub, man. Yeah. Good call, good call. Appreciate it. What's whiff? Whiff is a swing and miss. Cedric, appreciate the sub, bro. Whiff just stands for swing and miss percent. So, like, the pitcher, when he throws this four-seam, 14% of the time the guy is swinging and missing. 19% of the time it's the last pitch he throws on a strikeout. So you could see his strikeout pitch being the splitter. 124 times he threw it. Out of those 124 times, 37% of the time, so about, 30, 40 pitches, he was striking those guys out on that. So, Bally 8, appreciate the sub. Pete looks good again? Oh, no. Checking Bobby. So, Bobby's 0 for 8 on him. He does kill the four-seam. He is better versus lefties, though. That's always something I consider as well. Better contact versus lefties, but more homers versus righties. I think that's just a volume thing, because you can see versus lefties, he only had 1 homer, but all his stats are better. And then versus righties, he has more homers, but worse stats. So I wouldn't take Bobby in this case. I would always just filter by this, and then for homers, you're only looking at ISO. Whoever has the highest ISO, you're going to want to take them. So Vinny P, I could see it. I do like Carter more, just because, I mean, look at his barrel even. Like, Vinny's barrel, all we really care about is the four-seam, just to get an idea. See 13%. It's, like, not bad, but it's not amazing. 40% fly ball, 40% line drive is really good. 46 hard hit, 60% oppo. So that's a little interesting. Oh my god, summary? I didn't even know this was a thing. This is new. Nah, this is new. I know this is new. Surely, right? This is new. Why are home runs BBE but hits are not BBE? BBE is not barreled ball event like I initially thought. Yeah, it's barreled balls. So I thought it was batted ball event. It's just barreled balls. Barreled ball event. Which means adds a chance to be a homer. Hits are just, again, you just look at batting average. If I made a video like me going through one entire team, would you guys watch that? Like, for everything. Like, if it wasn't, like, an hour or 2 long, would you guys watch that? Like, if I went through every single thing for every single player, you would watch. Interesting. I mean, I guess you guys like the streams. More MLB's coming, but I was just curious. I'm trying to think of more ideas. If you have video ideas, like, type them in chat. I'm curious. I'm curious on what you guys think. Yup, yes, yup, yeah. Okay. Okay, that might be coming soon. We'll see. What's OBS? On base percentage. Wait, no. OBS. Where's OBS? OBP is on base percentage. OBS. Where are you seeing OBS? Or OBS is on base plus slugging. What is my YouTube? This is my YouTube, bro. You could have your video while doing another team. That's fair. If it was a game with a lot of value and potential, I'd watch. Not for an average game, though. Yeah. But that would just be, like, just a tutorial, not, like, you know. I mean, I stream because it's live and these games are, you know, happening soon, right? Okay, this game's starting really soon. Hold on. Okay, so after this game, the next game's at, like, 6, so we got plenty of time. Appreciate the sub, Goose. I think I missed the last one. Sleazy. Appreciate it, bro. Yeah, if you're not subbed here, make sure you do. I'm going to start doing probably night streams, so just be ready for that. Yeah, OBS is a recording studio. I'm on Streamlabs OBS, man. Yeah, but OBS is on base plus slugging, so... Updates on merch? I don't know when we're launching. Hopefully soon. I know you guys want it. Hopefully soon, man. I mean, I have like 5 hoodies, bro. Like, hats, hoodies, yeah, it's all coming. Get ready. I think hats, we're still, like, debating on what to do with them. I know some guys have them already. But we'll see. Do you factor in bullpen? Not really. Unless I'm live betting. Because you don't know who's gonna start. Like, you can look at if anyone's, like, mashing their bullpen, but I feel like that's just kind of... It's really pitcher dependent, you know what I mean? Like, when we saw on stream, I don't know if you guys were there, a lot of you probably were, but when Giancarlo Stanton hit that homer, we just, bro, I knew it was happening. I said, if he throws in this slider, which he threw like 50% of the time, it's gone. And dude threw him a slider, and it was gone. We saw that happen on stream, and he was plus 7,000 at a homer that at bat. So, if you bet that, man, I mean, you made out. You absolutely made out. Yeah, Jansen's going to be the best one here. Gives up more versus righties than lefties, which is, like, a little concerning. But, I mean, him on this four-seamer, when he hits it, man, he hits it. It's just gone off righties. You can see versus lefties, not very good. Very low sample size, but has, like, no hits versus lefties. But versus righties, he's a different beast. So I would take his hits, HRRs, home run maybe. If there's anyone else that looks really good on the four-seamer. Oh, he also updated it, bet. So now, look, switching between lefties and righties changes this now. That's a huge update. That is huge. It used to be like that last season. I think it was just glitched, but now it's fixed. So I know a lot of you guys wanted that back. It's back. I honestly should see... I know he posted an update thing today. Let me see. Updates. Team versus pitcher cheat sheet, not auto-select. Starters plus live pitchers. That's crazy. That's insane. New spray chart summary. I knew that was new. 2026 stats. Bang. HR and X parts on exit velo table. That's huge. Batter versus fit pitcher consolidated. One view all the data. Batter versus pitcher consolidated. Oh, cool. Okay. God, this dude puts in all the work. Minimum AB is like 3. Chris Bassett gives up 750 batting average to Evan Carter. That could be a good cheat sheet to use as well. Lots of history matters in baseball. The reason I don't look at history in like NBA is because it's so dependent on who's starting, who's playing, and a lot of guys are injured. They rotate out of the lineup. But if you're facing the same pitcher, he's going to throw the same pitches, and you've seen him before. You know what I mean? Like, when I would travel to different high schools, I'd be like, okay, I'd played this guy before. I know what he's going to throw. You know what I mean? Wish I could do at-bat parlays. What do you mean? How much y'all charge for the app monthly? It's $15 a month. 10 if you use code PF30. I'm going to put those discounts in chat. If you use MLB40, you get a year off. I think those might still work if they're not sold out yet. Marco, I know he posted 20 more the last stream. I'm not sure if he posted that on Twitter or anything else. Yeah, Bateman, we know that's out of our control, man. Do not obviously reach out to any of those. It's completely out of our control. Alright. Cool. $20.66 if you're in Canada. What, with Monopoly money? What are you even using in Canada? Drop the home run names? Yeah. I'll post them for sure. If you type props 2, I'll just put Jansen in there. Is that his name, Jansen? Carter Jansen. He's got to be a rook, right? Did he play last year? Oh, he did. Oh, yeah, a bit. He played a bit last year. 2 homers in this game against Seattle. Whew. Whoo-wee. Most home runs, it's consolidated into full batter versus pitcher, so now you can see everything. It's right here. Just full batter versus pitcher. Every day. Let's also look at weak spots. Weak spots, for those of you that don't know, are when spots in the order where pitchers give up the most ISO. So you can see, actually, versus the first 4 batters in the order, Simeon Woods Richardson is actually really good. And then once he gets to 5th, 6th, 7th, and 9th, he actually gives up a lot of ISO. And Carter Jansen, bang, right in the 8th hole. No, he ain't batting 8th. He's batting 5th. The reason it says he's batting 8th is because he's never batted 5th before. But he is batting 5th because the lineup's confirmed. So you can see 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. And that's where he's batting. If they haven't batted in that spot again, it's just because it's where he's batted most. Just auto-populates. Alright, let me keep going. We have a lot of games to get through, so let's just keep going here. Buxton, 5 of 10. Wow. 2 doubles, 3 Ks. 2 barreled hits. Pretty good. 3 hard hits. So 2 of these had a chance to be homers. That's interesting. Good to know. 5 of 10, 4 of 9, 3 of 4. Someone said Josh Bell. Wow, he's on the Twins? Yo, this is crazy, man. Kyle Isbell in weak spot. Huge. Everyone ahead is seeing the Bell wall. The ball well. I said the Bell well. Like, what? Okay, so let's see. Chris gives up... Oh, yeah, he never gives up homers. This would be, honestly, this is a fade game for me. We can look... Yeah, I would fade this. See, here's the thing. You like when I research homers, I'm looking a lot of the time at pitchers when they have 2 main pitches that they throw a combined like at least 60% of the time. When you see here that a pitcher's throwing 3 pitches a third of the time and then mixes in a sinker as well, like he can throw 4 pitches just like he could pick at random, you know what I mean? Just 1 of 4 chance pretty much that he throws one of these. I know this one's 19%, but you know what I mean. Versus righties, that's a little better. 42%, 26 changeup, that's good. But still, really, really good when he throws those pitches. You could also see, versus righties, he did give up more, but 0.49 homers per game. So if he pitched an entire game, he would maybe give up a homer. It'd be a coin flip. So a lot of you guys are saying Buxton, and he does look good, but we'd have to see like Shohei numbers out of him. I know he's 5 of 10 against him, but never hit a homer, struck out 3 times. I don't think I would take anyone in this game. Josh Bell, a lot of you guys were on. I don't really know why, to be honest. Looks terrible. I would fade this game completely. Brooks Lee, really good on the four-seamer, but sucks versus everything else. Also, yeah, I mean, good versus the four-seamer, right? Really good. Hasn't done anything this year off of it, though. Has one hit into play, and it was a ground ball that went 57 feet. Ryan Jeffers. If I had to pick anyone in this game, yeah, I mean, it probably would be Buxton, but for those odds, no way, man. No way. Yeah, maybe I could see HRR. Not Jeffers. Buxton, 353 and 336, though. I don't love it. Usually there's a 447. Buxton likes off-speed. He's an off-speed killer. If you see all pitches, so you can see, look, against the cutter, insane. Against the splitter, nasty. Against the curve, even crazy. But I would fade this game, to be honest. It does help righties, though, so that's probably why Buck's odds are so low. Oh, you can just click the odds straight from here? Wow. Yeah, this is nasty work, boys. Wow. Yeah, this is crazy. Okay, let's move on to the next. All we got so far. Oops, these were my favorite homers yesterday when I went off stream. Oops. Pete Alonso sold the bag. Apparently, he looks good again today. Jack Leader, right-handed pitcher. Gave up 1.13 to lefties, slightly more. More innings pitched, though. 10 versus 8. So this is kind of just, you have to see. Good history there. 333 batting average. Tyler Ward hit a homer off of him. Good, good, good. Taylor Ward doesn't look great, though. Wait, what? This guy throws a knuckle... Wait, what? Oh, I'm showing all pitches. My B. Make sure you have this off. Nothing on the knuckle curve. Did you just say fade the game with the highest home run boost of the day? What am I on? Gotta lock in with someone else. Hey, man, that's fine. Fine by me. Is there a way to check out the home run distances? Yeah. You can actually see the exact thing. So if you go to... I think it's just exit velo. You can see the exact pictures. So if you filter, populate these dates, and filter, like, if you want to see Buxton, or he didn't have a homer. Let's just look at Judge. Why is everyone a Dodger? Hold on. Yankees. Let's do Judge and just search that. Yeah, so if you do this on the EV sheet, you just see all of his homers last year. You can see all the distances. You can filter by distance. So his farthest homer was off Lucas Giolito, 468, then 436, 434, 433. You can just see all of them. They'll all populate from there. What does the all red mean for pitcher? They're good. They're a good pitcher. Red means bad, green means good. We make it literally as easy as possible for you guys. Don't think about it too hard. Red is bad, green is good. We're on the home run matchup cheat sheet, so when you're researching home runs, green is good, red is bad for anyone. So, like, this is bad because he's so good. Like, he's a good pitcher, so this is bad for his chances to give up homers. Lineup's not confirmed yet. Pete Alonso. Jeez. He's got to get his first one, right? Surely. He doesn't have one this year, does he? Yeah. 3 for 9 versus righties. 0 ISO. Yikes. Way better versus righties than lefties. You can just easily see that. 227 average versus lefties, 291 average versus righties. Also, so many more plate appearances. 276 ISO, 395 WOBA. So probably either a total bases or HRR type thing for him. Had 2 yesterday. Also gets the 4-seam. Doesn't really like the slider, actually. It's a little concerning. Can still see he doesn't like... Or no, I guess he does like the slider. Got a hit on it. Yeah, exactly, Cheer Bear. Exactly. It's fine, man. If he wants to go watch someone else's stream, that's fine by me. I got the real ones. Freeman's so due for a homer. It's wild. He hasn't... Has he not hit one yet? Dude, he has, like, one of the best looking stats, too. This game, honestly... 4-seam changeup to lefties. You would think he gives up more homers. And you can kind of see by the ratio, he actually might. See, he throws 297, 487, 501, almost like 200 more pitches for 2 homers. I think he actually probably does give up more to lefties. So 4-seam change. Which way is the wind going? Going straight out. So if there's any lefties that look good, probably not. Gunnar Henderson, does he finally go today? Maybe. And just wait till we're like into the season and you could get these barrel percentages as well. Like you can see he only has one 4-seam hit off of a right-handed pitcher this season. You can just check all righties just to see. So you have 4 at-bats here. One was a 7-foot ground out or whatever. Yeah, 7-foot ground out. 285 fly ball, 191 fly ball, 34 pop-up. Wow, this is crazy. This was a home run, 2 of 30 parks. That would be a homer. So extremely lucky homer there. Always important to look at. Especially during warmer months. June, August, going to go crazy. Exactly. It just gets better and better. Betting way too many homers, but my HRR lays will cash and cover the loss. Exactly. That's what I've been doing recently, too. Buxton, I don't love Buxton today. Off the pitcher. I mean, not for a homer, maybe HRR, but I don't love him for a homer. I think Pete Alonso just does look the best. I'd probably take just total bases. 0.94 ISO is not good. Batter versus pitcher. Doesn't have any history on him, though. Just sometimes better than not. Let's see if there's any weak spots. To the 5th. Lineups aren't confirmed. Who bats most at the 5th? Blaze Alexander. Wasn't this guy in the Diamondbacks? Blaze. Thought he was. He's got a hit in both games. No homers. Stats like that, I'd argue that's probably right, that he has no homers. Does have a homer off of him, though. 2 Ks. 2 Ks and a homer. I feel like bases are the best to bet right now. Debuting small. At least what I've been betting hitting. Blaze it, Alexander. Ooh. Wingford versus Bassett, 2 of 4. See, like, I don't like betting on pitchers who throw sinker 53% of the time. I mean, if there's anyone who's really good on the sinker, but sinker, what, to lefties? Yeah, I have to look at lefties here. Like, Brandon Nimmo, really good on the sinker, actually. 191 pitches, 333 batting average, 167 ISO. He's a guy I would take for a hit. His line's 1.5. But I'll take him for a hit for sure. I mean, 1.5, maybe, plus 200, maybe a sprinkle there. Brandon Nimmo, 263 batting average, but a 333 when he faces his top pitch. Or wait, he's a lefty. Sorry, you need a righty, not a lefty. Need a righty. Langford? No. McCutcheon had a homer yesterday. That was interesting. McCutcheon might not be playing, no odds available for him. Burger Boy, not good on the sinker. Not good. Not good, not good, not good. Just another fade. Just another fade. We'll get to the good games here. Check Josh Smith. He's good on the sinker, but to lefties, he only throws the sinker 33% of the time. So the other 70%, you're getting this. No production at all. You know what I mean? So it's like, man, if you can get down to these pitches that he throws a combined 5%, but he's not going to get that pitch. Jock Peterson, really good. And you can see his ISO on the sinker, 216. Every time he's hit the sinker was an extra base. I don't know if that's actually true, but that's what I think of ISO. Love the spot for Lau again. Could be, man. Foster Griffin, no data last year. Dude is a rook. This game's just a fade, man. His line's 4.5 strikeouts. He's never played in the league. 4.5 strikeouts, 4.5 hit, 1.5 walk, 2 earned runs. I don't know what this guy throws. He's favored to give up more hits, which makes sense. He's a lefty. So you could just see, like, broadly how they play versus lefties and kind of guess. Like, Schwarber's Woba, Schwarber HRR. Is it Edmundo? Yeah, Edmundo Sosa. We just don't know what he throws, though. You would assume, like, probably a fastball, but I don't know. Kind of hard to look when you literally have no idea. Schwarb you'd probably just take for HRR. Harper time. So who in weak spot? Well, there's going to be no weak spot because this guy hasn't pitched. No splits. Harper, or not Harper, Schwarber plus 220 is crazy. I would assume he throws a four-seamer. Oh my god, good night. If this guy gives Schwarber a four-seamer, it's just good night, buddy. Harper looks good versus pitchers' pitches. There's no pitchers' pitches. He hasn't played yet, bro. What are you talking about, man? Zach Little's on the Phillies. Or on the... Not the Phillies. Who are they playing? Who are they playing? The Nationals? Yeah. Have you hit any slips yet? I've hit a lot of HRRs in total bases. I've hit a few homers, but no parlays yet. Cutter, fastball, curve. Is that what he throws? But, like, you just don't know what he throws, bro. There's no date on it. Harper's stats are significantly better versus lefties in terms of... All the Phillies are seemingly, like, better versus lefties. Edmundo Sosa for a hit. I mean, that's crazy stats there. I just don't know what this guy throws. Half of Twitter cash yesterday. Why am I not on Twitch? Because YouTube's better, bro. 91 mile an hour four-seam fastball, a cutter, a filthy splitter, sweeper. Is that actually what he throws? Four-seam fastball, cutter, splitter, sweeper, curve, changeup, two-seam. Bro, that's way too many pitches. So fastball, cutter. Oh my god, if he throws a fastball and cutter to Schwarber, it's probably gone. Four-seam fastball. Schwarber has a 500 ISO on 278 pitches. And what do you say, cutter? Schwarber not good on the cutter. Harper, bro. Oh my God. Good night. Harper's hitting a homer. If his top two pitchers are actually cutter four-seam, Harper's hitting a homer. Muntaka Murakami, he's my GOAT, bro. He's my GOAT. I'm a White Sox fan. Look. I'm suffering. I'm suffering, but I am a White Sox fan. White Sox and Cubs. White Sox and Cubs. How did half of Twitter cash yesterday, Adam? What happened, bro? I'm going to go a little bit risky here. I do like the spot for a rookie. I'm going to take Harper. Harper to get his first homer and to cash his HRR as well. Hold on. I want to do hit, HRR, and then homer. I think I'll be betting all of those. 200 to 1 is crazy. Marlins have been surprisingly good lately. Dog, they just played the Rockies. I don't think they're anything crazy. Taijuan Walker giving up a 1.84 to righties. More homers in less innings. That's all I need to know right there. When you see more homers in less innings and it's like a decent amount pitched, like anything over like 35, 40 maybe, you know this guy struggles versus righties. Which is probably why they're playing him versus the Nationals, because they don't really have any good righties, it seems. Another thing, though, that you don't like to see what I was talking about earlier. See, on pitches that he throws a combined, like, less than 18% of the time, he's given up 4 homers. And then sinker, cutter, slider. I just don't like betting on the sinker, cutter, slider. Had what's-his-face yesterday? George Springer. Had him on the sweeper, and that turned out really well. Oh, James Wood. Oh, no. James Wood might go. James Wood might go. What did you say about Ward? I have no idea. James Wood going to the moon. You say wind is bad? Wind is good for lefties. Oh, man. But he gives up so many more homers to righties. But I guess you have to go with lefties when it looks this good. Cutter, splitter. He kills both of them. He throws it 60% of the time, and James Wood has a good handle on both. You can see him versus righties as well. James Wood, 244 batting average, 38K%. Oh my god. That's not good. Really struggles on the four-seamer, which is interesting. Not this year. Has a homer on the four-seamer, 21 pitches. Good night. Way better versus righties as well, which is good. Which you could also, I guess, not see here. Because just a small sample size. Really good on the heater versus lefties last year. Wow. James Wood either goes yard or hits a homer. Nah, I see what you mean, strikeout. Yep. That's the thing with James Wood. That's like a lot of power hitters though. Like you see Schwarber have a high K rate. Judge have a high K rate. Ohtani is just unbelievable because he either hits a homer or he hits a homer, like what you said. But, you know, I know what you mean. Wood is 1 for 7 against him, 42 K rate, 42 walk rate. Wow. That's not great. Seen 52 pitches, he got a double. 0 barreled balls. 3 walks, 3 Ks, 2 hard hits. does statistically hit those well. If you just look at the cutter and the splitter. See, 6.7 barrel isn't good. That's good, though. The span of, like, what, 4 days, he hit 3 homers off the cutter. 112 EV, 94 average. 96 average. He's just not barreling it. I'd take his total bases. Ground ball 60%. Ugh. Can't hit a home run if it's on the ground, man. Dalen Lyle. Not good on the cutter, though. Not good on the cutter. His stats recently do look insane, though. But a lot of it's on the four seam, which he only throws 12% of the time. So you have to, like, take that out. Just do split or cutter. Then it doesn't look great. There's, like, 1 homer. .7. Yeah, it doesn't look great there. 1 of 15. Like, James Wood should look good. It's just, he's not going to get the four-seamer. He's just not. And he has such a high K rate. I don't think I can like it. Okay. Again, we need to go faster because there's so many games. I've only been through a few. Who's our favorites? Really do like Harper. Davis Martin, 1.54 to lefties. That's huge. Are there any lefties here? Marcy. Sucks on the four seam. Four seam change. If there's a lefty on the Marlins who hits four seam change. Ooh, Owen Cassie. I'm so mad we got rid of Owen Casey. Cassie, whatever his name is. I guess Casey, C-A-I, is on the Cubs. It's so sad. Colson Murakami. Yeah, I'm not seeing much here. He struggles versus lefties, but there's not a lot of lefties that I really think I want to take. Xavier Edwards, maybe? Is he, like, typically a lefty? Where's Xavier Edwards? Let's see. You can also go to the splits here. I use this a lot. Versus righties. Yeah, he had 3 homers last year versus righties. So he has a low ISO. Yeah, 0.96. I mean, this dude would have to get lucky to hit a homer. Good contact hitter. Probably like a Nico Horner, Steven Kwan type guy. You can see one of his homers actually wasn't even a homer. 1.3% chance to hit a homer when given like the best odds. These are, yeah, this should be like, yeah, not good. Not good odds for him. Took his over 14.5 outs. Davis Martin. Doesn't even have a line for that anymore. Just sucks versus lefties. Good versus righties. Not a good K rate, but still establishing himself. We'll see what he can do. That'll be interesting. Brandon Lau will look. Let's look at the Sox. Let's see. Versus right-handed pitchers. Batter versus pitcher. Vargas. Colson Montgomery has a homer on him. Lenyn Sosa has a homer on him. What was crazy, I actually went to a Sox game when Narth bet Lenyn Sosa to hit 2 homers, and it happened. I was freaking out. Me and my dad were just going crazy. It was so funny. Said, what? Literally I told my dad before the game, I'm like, yo, this insane dude in our Discord took Lenyn Sosa for 2 homers. Odds it actually happens. Just sat down after getting some food. Boom. There goes a second. Unbelievable. Narth is not real. Not real. Colson Montgomery this year, 2 for 8 with a homer off righties. It's insane. Murakami, 3 for 7 with 3 homers. Ah! Jeez, man. This dude's not real. 409. Good night. Plus 390. Don't you just have to take the hot hand now? Like, come on. Loves the four-seamer, man. 250 batting average. Has 2 homers on the cutter. Loves the cutter. Ooh, come here, cutter. 44% also struggles on the changeup. Ah, man. Do you just take it? Like... Where's Murakami? Yeah, it's off a righty as well. What do you guys think? Are we just taking Murakami? All of his 3 hits are homers. Dude, I'm buying this guy's jersey, man. If he hits a homer today, I'm buying his jersey. Montgomery's about it. Colson is a back-to-back guy. You know who else is a back-to-back guy? I think Murakami's a back-to-back guy. Plus 390. I mean, you could talk me into it, man. Pretty easily. Pretty easily. They all sucked last year. First righties. This is an individual performance type game. Murakami, Colson Montgomery, even Peters, this Peters guy. Tristan Peters. Let's see. Just not enough data. Guys like this, you just have to wait. Once you go over Kurtz, I'm going to lock that in. Bro, Kurtz has sold bags so hard recently. So hard, man. We'll see. Jose just posted he likes Montgomery. Montgomery, Shea, Ben Rice. I just don't know how you like Montgomery more than Murakami. I know there's not much data, but this dude in his first 3 MLB games has hit a homer. Every single game. Surely he just does it again, man. Batter number 7 on the Sox. He was hitting hard yesterday. Pereira. Just no data, man. Literally sucks versus righties last year. Didn't get a single, or like, yeah, got what, like 2 hits off a sinker. 1 hit, got a homer off a sweeper. Yeah, I don't know. A little behind, but you really need to factor in past history for homers. I do. I literally started off by saying Colson has 1 homer, Lenyn Sosa has a homer. And that's what got me talking about Lenyn Sosa. Yes or no on Colson? I think I'm taking Murakami over Colson. It's close, though. Like, I wouldn't blame you for taking either. I just think Murakami, you can't argue with the hot guy right now. And right now, that's Murakami. He has 3 homers. They're all off right-handed pitchers. Basically all fastballs. I mean, cutter, four-seam. But you can't argue with it, in my opinion. That's just what I'm going with. There's not, like, enough real data. But Murakami, when he faces righties, he's 0 of 2 on lefties. He struck out both times. But against righties, 3 for 7, 3 homers. I mean, you don't want to answer. Bro, there are 290 people in this stream. I'm not ignoring you, man. Also, I told you I go game by game. Like, oh, Austin Hayes is on the Sox, apparently. I thought he was still, like, on the Reds. Austin Hayes, he's 0 for 2 versus this guy. Four-seamer, I guess he's good. but he's a righty. This pitcher gives up more versus lefties, so I would go for a lefty here. I mean, Austin Hayes theoretically doesn't look terrible. 249 batting average, though. Way better versus lefties. Like, way, way better. It's not even close. I don't know. 20% barrel, not bad, but again, this is the only thing from this season. I don't know. I like Murakami from this game. Italian, I wasn't talking about you. I didn't see your comment either, though. Braxton Ashcraft gives up 0 homers. Like, this guy is a dog. Yeah, I would not take a guy who throws a 4-seam curveball combo. That hit really well against him last time, though. 2 for 3, 1 of 2, 2 of 4, 1 of 2, 1 of 2. 0 of 4 is Ellie. Yikes. 0 of 4 with a K. Suarez, Stewart, just off surface level. Suarez, really good on the slider. Stewart, not good on the slider. I wouldn't take anything from this game, honestly. Not even HRRs look great. He gave up 3 homers last game in 70 innings pitched. He gives up maybe a third if he throws a third of a homer if he throws an entire game. That's just not, I'm not betting on a guy who gives that. Now this, Chase Burns, 1.71, pitched 21 innings, gave up 4 homers to lefties. Let's see, off some random pitch apparently. Slider, 4-seam, throws a 4-seam 60% of the time. 0.07 ISO is crazy. Yeah, Brandon Lau. Whoever said that, yeah, I mean, you just have to think, right? Brandon Lau, nasty versus lefties, or versus righties. He is a lefty. And he just absolutely mashes the hell out of the 4-seamer. He has 2 homers this year off of it. Recency also looks good. Like, recency and last year's recency. StatCast, 58 or 53% fly ball, 53 hard hit, 66 pull. Oh, was this the bad wind game, though? This might be the bad wind game. Hold on. We need to see if this is the bad wind game. Oh, it looks so good, though. And it should be a fly ball. If it's a fly ball, there's a 35% chance it's a homer, including outs. Not including outs, 73%. Holy crap. It is bad weather, though. 13 mile an hour blowing, like... how far was he hitting these? That's the thing, like, weather isn't great, man. I don't see Murakami on the lineup. Z5AM, we have a, like, way to make it an app if you go watch our YouTube shorts, so you can do that. FanDuel got a glitch on homers in Blue Jays game right now. FanDuel won't verify me. They are scared of what I will do to them. Just unbelievable. You just have to take Brandon Lau. He's not popping up on my end. Refresh your site. Oh, yeah, you're not toggling to 2026. That's why. That's why, for sure. HRR at least. I would think so. Liam, you got B-Lau today? I would think so. 258 ISO, 26 homers. You can just see off righties. 393 WOBA, 290 ISO. I would take his total bases as well. There's only... For a hit, I'd take him for a hit for sure. Maybe even 2. I mean, she's had 2 homers in that game. 1 homer in that game. I'll take him for 2 hits. 328. Also, He's not great on the slider, but when this pitcher throws the slider, he gives up a really high ISO. That was a good batting average. I think 2-hit parlays could be a good way to also get some value. So I'm gonna start trying that. Murakami, do we like him for... I mean, him for a hit as well, you would think, but we're just taking his homer, so... Just not a lot of data. I mean, we really like him on the 4-seam, obviously. It's just been nasty. It's unbelievable. Elder K's. Who's Elder? We're not even on that. I don't know who's pitching for. Weak spots. For White Sox. It is Montgomery. Wait, where's Murakami? Wait, first. Yeah, Murakami, he should be batting second, getting a 185 ISO. 365 and 363 is crazy to the third and fourth, though. Liam Hicks, I don't like anything from this game, though. Liam Hicks has a .032 when batting fourth. That is awful. If Kurtz don't go to yard today, then I don't know. The thing with Kurtz is same thing with, like, Judge, whoever else we were just talking about, the power hitters. He strikes out a lot. That's the problem with Kurtz, basically. Sagano, really high on both ends of the spectrum. 2.14 to lefties, 1.62 to righties, so you can take either way. You just want to make sure the pitches line up. You can see the lefties, splitter, 4-seam curve, gave up a lot on both. First right-handed batters, sweeper, sinker. George Springer, man, we took him on the sweeper yesterday. He ended up hitting a homer. Actually, I believe on the fastball, but, I mean, the sweeper, like, everything looks incredible for him there. I think you have to like Springer. Batter versus pitcher. Springer's 2 for 7 against him. Both singles. Never struck out, never walked, which is good. 4 hard hits as well. Yeah, there's only eight spots because Murakami there's no data from last year on that pitcher. That's why. You're not looking at last year. Murakami was like in Japan last year. Cal gotta go. He would be my ultimate day late. Or actually, yesterday would have been my day late. Kurtz is due. GS, Springer, and Stanton. You have to go Springer in this game. I'm going to take Springer for his total bases as well. His line's 1.5 hits. God, I'd maybe take that as well. Hasn't done it this year. But look, sweeper, sinker, 4-seam. His top 3 pitches, he absolutely mashes. He mashes the sweeper. 414 batting average on the sweeper is crazy. That is actually unreal. Barger on the splitter. 68 pitches. Oh, wait, Sagano's on the... Wait, they're playing the Rockies? Oh, no. It's funny. He hasn't got a hit this season? Yikes. Still trying to decide what I'd rather... Like, I guess we just look through all, because this guy just gives up so many homers. Again, we're already on Springer. My favorite should have favored his total bases, I think. Wait, where's total bases? Or yeah, this is total bases. Homer, I want to favorite that as well. Took him yesterday. Posted that in the Discord. Oh yeah, I took his 1.5 hits. Strikeouts. Hope he doesn't strike out. Jesus Sanchez. No. Nothing there. Vladdy. Barger, if he gets the splitter, it's gone. Like, let's see. him on the splitter. I guess it's not amazing, but, like, look. Last year he had 4 homers and a double that could have been a homer. Or no, I guess it couldn't have. This one is a homer, 5 of 30 parks. 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30. That's all you want to see. Faced Ohtani. 286 out. Kirk. No. Varsho. Jeez, Varsho splitter too. Splitter, 4-seam curve. Splitter, 4-seam curve. 6.7 barrel recently. Usually good on it. Oh my god, look at this. One of those could have been a homer. It's crazy though. Look at all the fly balls. Like, way more fly balls than anything else. Recently is ground balls, though. I think you just have to wait for him to get hot this year. Let's just check splitter, just out of curiosity. Yeah, 2 homers. That's why he has such a high ISO. Only 20% fly ball. Again, a lot of the data was from last year. Okamoro. Or Okamoto. This guy, someone had him for his homer yesterday in stream. He was like plus 600. Someone had him. Bangalier and Springer thank me later. Plus 105 for a single. Likes the 4-seamer. Can't really tell too much. I'm just trying to think. Good on the sweeper. Got a hit. I mean, I don't know. There's not really much you can go off of. Seems to be a good hitter. Just have to see. Ernie Clement, I had him for 2 hits here. It was back-to-back with 2 hits, and then he dropped a donut. Or wait, no. I didn't take him yesterday. Took him the day before. He did hit that. Good. Only had 3 ABs. I guess got a walk. No, only had 3 ABs. Wow. Shut him down yesterday. Not versus this. It must have been versus this cutter and the sinker. I think it was, actually, yesterday. Off a lefty. Jimenez, 400 batting average on the splitter. 267 ISO as well. Holy. A lot of these guys have like a high hit rate versus splitter. They just don't see a lot of it. You know, like this is all he saw from last year. This is everything. He had a homer field out, 2 long field outs, and a homer. Yeah, I think Springer's the play from this game. Springer's just really good on off speed. 1.5 hits, only plus 175. Springer for a homer as well. Don't love Barger. Only at that 1 pitch, and it's a pretty low amount. Okay, next game, Athletics Braves. Obviously, a lot of you guys are going to be on Kurtz. Tell me if you have anything for the Braves first, because we have Jacob Lopez, who is really bad versus righties. So let's just start right away. 4-seam slider cutter seems to be the move. Versus righties, again, we can look at batter versus pitcher. Dubon, 2 for 5, 1 for 2 for Jonah Heim. Let's actually check wind quick. Wind's blowing in, shouldn't matter too much. Let's make sure it's not crazy. I think we kind of looked at this, yeah. 6.9 miles an hour in. Obviously, in is bad, but, like, anything less than 5 is, like, more of a gust than anything else. Okay, so let's go back here. Again, we want righties. Lefties, he throws that slider 4-seam combo versus righties. Kind of the same thing, mixes in a cutter, but gives up a lot more home runs. So let's see, on lefties. on left-handed pitchers. Ronald Acuna, really good versus righties on that four-seam. Not really good on the slider, though. See, a lot of ground balls. Almost always a ground ball. Wow. Just out of curiosity, let's mix in the four-seamer. See, way better on that. So if he gets the four-seamer, there's a chance. But you really want these top two pitches, especially when he throws it combined, like, I don't know, 60% of the time. You really want those top two pitches to be really, really good there. And Acuna's only really good on the first one. Now, Drake Baldwin, I'd take him for a hit, for sure. Minus 141, I actually can't believe that value. That can't be right. On Underdog, minus 141 seems crazy. Let's see if that refreshes. I feel like that's got to be way lower now. Kurt's sending it to Mercedes-Benz. Hey, maybe, man. Or wait, Baldwin's a lefty. Oh, that's not great. Because he's really good versus lefties. I'd still take him for a hit, though. When a guy has like a 368 and a 385 batting average, you just have to take that, I feel like. Low sample size, but still. .316 ISO on the slider as well, so getting some good home runs. Had one yesterday, actually, or when was that? 2 days ago and yesterday. Baldwin, HRR, I agree. I don't know if I like him for a homer if he gets the slider, but Lopez is really good. All last year, he didn't even give up a homer on the slider. Andy's good versus righty, so like if a righty gets put in, I would take him for 1.5 hits as well. I mean, plus 237. Total bases, maybe. Plus 145. But I think his HRR is probably good. I don't know about his homer. Just because he is a lefty. Ozzy. Ooh, Ozzy looks good for a hit, too. Doesn't even have a hit line. They're scared. They're so scared, guys. Does he actually not have a hit line? Am I blind? No, he doesn't have a hit line. HRR. 4 of his last 5 as well, 7 of his last 10. Really low K and walk rate. That's what you love to see. High batting average, low K and walk rate. And really good on the top 2 pitches. Even top 3 if you include the cutter. He's so, oh my god, he better not give my cutter today. I never bet moneyline, Gerald. You do not want to ask me. I don't know. What's up, Shaquille? How you doing? Lopez under K. When he faces or actually, he does strike out a lot versus righties. What's his line, though? Austin Riley, actually really good versus these pitches. Ooh. 4-seam slider. Austin Riley might be the guy. .5 homer chance when everything else is on. But he hits a fly ball more than anything else. So if he gets a fly ball, 22% for what odds? Plus 330. That's rough. But look at this ISO. 250, 250 is crazy. Lower batting average than you'd like, though. Seems to be good on righties, though. I'll update Nightbot in a sec. Eli White. Eli White to me is like a worse version of Austin Riley. Just look at the slider. Watch here. When I change to Austin Riley, you can see it's way better. Like Eli White cannot hit the slider. Or wait. Or yeah. No ISO on the slider. He's never got an extra base hit. Higher batting average, though, so maybe better for a hit. But I do like Austin Riley more. Yeah, Jensen for Kansas City game. Nothing else looks great, but it's not going to. Also, it helps that, I mean, both Eli White and Austin Riley are righties, but you like righties in this spot way more, of course. Someone said Elder for under K, or no, Lopez for under Ks. 5. Is there any better versus pitcher history? Bond. I think his line is fair. Should get 1 on Acuna, 1 on Olsen. 2 between the two of those. I think it's close. He'll probably get 4 or 5. I wouldn't take him at 5. I'd take his under here. Yeah, minus 152 though. I think it's 4. Xavier for 2 hits. Hold on, let me update the props now. I'm going to put all the props on just exclamation mark props and all the homers on exclamation mark props too. So we have Jansen over 1.5 HRR. Harper hit. H is just going to be hit. Harper hit. And HRR. We have him for a homer. I'll do that in a second. Murakami for a homer. Lau for 1 and I'm just going to say like 1 to 2 hits. Obviously 2 hits are way higher odds. Springer over 1.5 total bases. And 1 to 2 hits. And homer, which we'll add later. Baldwin over... Baldwin, let's see. 1 to 2 hits. HRR, if I don't specify otherwise, is always just 1.5. So when I say Jansen HRR, it's 1.5. I'll specify otherwise, but I rarely take HRR if it's over 1.5. And then Ozzy over HRR. Okay, now let me go back through homers. Jansen, Harper, Springer, Murakami. Did I not like Lau for a homer, or why? Oh yeah, just because he doesn't give up much. Or something. Or it was the wind. I really like Lau, actually. Just the wind is bad. So I think he probably gets 1 or 2 hits. Total bases could be a play as well. Okay, all of those are updated. So if you type exclamation mark props 1 and 2, those will be updated now. Yeah, Snuck, I don't know. I don't know. The thing is, since he's a lefty and the wind's blowing left, all of this is going to look backwards in the mirror, or in my face cam. But he's blowing left, or the wind's blowing left, so it's going to pull his homer to like center field, so he'll have to hit it really deep. So I don't know, man. Maybe he's so good on the four seam and not slider, four seam and change. But again, like kind of what I said earlier, he's not great on the slider, but this pitcher also doesn't have a great slider. So he should get the four seam. Does he hit it? See, 336 just won't cut it because it's not going to be able to be pulled down the line. You can see down the line, 325. It'll probably land in somewhere in this range, 370. Oh, that's not bad, man. Like if he pulls it, like ideally, always you hit homers right down the line, and it's just bang. But if he pulls it and hits it here, the wind might push it like here, and it might not be a homer. So I don't know. I'll probably still take it. I'll still take it. It looks too good to pass on, man. But I do not like the wind. Luis, appreciate the sub, bro. And Alex. Or Alexis, sorry. Appreciate the sub, guys. Guys and gals. We ride. I think I will. I'm really back and forth on it. The way he's hitting it recently, though, I'd feel stupid if he just absolutely smacked a homer. But I could see him getting a long fly out, man. I really can. See 15 miles an hour blowing to the left. I don't know. Winds are blowing in from the right, but it's still decent enough hitting in a great ballpark. Okay. I'm gonna ride with Kevin then. Kevin says it's okay. I'm just gonna ride with that. We're gonna take him for a homer. Screw it. Let me add him to the list. Below. Okay. Which bookie is offering the best odds for Springer homer? DK. 302. These could have refreshed. Let me see. Bilal has hit a hopper home run this year too. That does help. That does help. We hope he pulls it. Oppo's never great just because on Oppo you lose power as well. Springer. Yeah, still at 302 on DK. Got you, John. FanDuel had 320, but it's glitching now. Yeah, sometimes it just updates. Unless you're saying FanDuel's glitching. Okay. Next game, almost, what? Almost halfway through? Like, jeez. So many games all the time. Nick Martinez, 12 homers, giving a 1.2 to each side. So exactly the same amount of homers. 5 for 16. Yelich is 5 for 16. 4 Ks, 4 hard hits, and a homer and a double. Seems pretty good there. 4-seam changeup to lefties. Yelich absolutely mashes the change. Wow. Let's just look at batter versus pitcher. Yeah, Yelich does look good. I hate betting on Yelich. Every time I bet on him, he goes like 0 for 4 with a bunt out every time. Home run list type exclamation mark props 2, the number 2. It'll pop up. Blue Jays game tripping on FanDuel for homers only shows 3+. Yo, just take Springer for 3+, bro. Surely. Plus 510 on Bally. I don't even know what Bally is. Bally bet plus 340. Bro, what is Bally bet? You getting that good of odds? Holy. I hate Yelich as a player. As a Cubs fan, I hate Yelich, bro. Also, I did. Okay, opening day, I went to a Brewers something game. It wasn't even the Cubs. Brewers Angels, I think. And Yelich threw my buddy a ball. We were in the left field bleachers. Yelich just threw my buddy a ball. Oh, I skipped the Athletics. My bad. Hold on. Got caught up in the moment, man. Okay, Bryce Elder. You're right. Appreciate you. Good shout. Elder versus Kurtz. Oh my god, if Kurtz doesn't hit a homer today, it's just chalked. If Kurtz doesn't hit a homer today, it's just chalked, man. Does he have... He's 0 for 3 on him. Okay, hold on. We need to see Kurtz against Elder. Elder. Kurtz. Oh, wait, sorry. I'm in Yankees. It's like, why is it not popping up? A's. Kurtz. And EV slider over here. Trajectory. All. Result. All. Search. Hit a 300-foot field out line drive. The slider. Sergio, appreciate this, our brother. Appreciate you. This was last March. This should have everything. Kurtz was a rookie, right? I don't know. We have two to go off of here. Really good EV on both. In Sutter Health Park. I don't even know what Sutter Health Park is. Must be the A's random stadium. Can't find Jansen. Never been to an MLB game? Bro, you gotta go, man. Shaquille, they're so fun. MLB games are so fun. We looked at the Brewers lineup. Did I favorite Austin Hayes. I literally said I like Austin Hayes. I just didn't favor him. Hold on. Because he was a righty, right? First lefties. Austin Riley. Austin Riley looked good. Four-seamer, slider. I think the odds... See, the odds aren't worth it, though. Plus 330. Wind's blowing in. He's a righty. 380? Four-seam slider, 9.5% chance he hits a homer. Four-seam, 53% fly ball. Slider, 46%. 40 hard hit. What does he do just on the slider? Still puts it in the air more often than not. If it's in the air, 15% of the time. If it's not an out, 37% of the time. I don't know. Those odds aren't great, though. 39% he actually pushes it. Didn't like Bowers. Who's Bowers? Am I tripping? Unless he's in the A's game. Or not the A's game, the Brewers game. We didn't do Brewers yet. Springer over Varsho, yeah. Acuna doesn't look great. Acuna hits the four-seamer well, but nothing else. He's always been like that. Like, four-seamer, he'll absolutely annihilate. Today's your birthday? I put in all the Austins as a parlay and round-robin. Bro, what? Brewers were not at Brewers yet. I accidentally went too far. We still had to look at the A's. But I'm thinking now that we have to look still at Austin Riley, because I do like him a lot versus lefties, and especially on the four-seam slider combo. I think you just have to take him for a homer here. His odds at plus 330 as well, like, it's not great, but it's, like, bettable. Angels, Cubs, look at Josh Lau. That's so weird to hear. I can't believe him and his brother just, like, split. Yeah, I'm a really disciplined bettor. Like, I'll, like, only bet if they look really good, man. I don't want to give you guys crap plays. Yeah, I think Austin Hayes from the Braves is the best. Ozzy Albies, I like him for a hit more. Matt Olson, good, but he's way better versus lefties than righties, which is why I lean Austin Riley. I could see Eli White going. He's just not good on the slider. Has a 0 ISO on it. Really good batting average, but not a good ISO. Is good on the four-seam. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Eli White went. I just think Austin Riley just looks better. Or not Olson, sorry, White. Also a little bit bigger of a sample size. No, about the same sample size and has... Yeah, you gotta go Riley here. Gotta go Riley here. Buxton flyout. I forgot that game's already started. Oops. Did we take anything in that game? Oh no, Jensen homer. I didn't even put it in yet. Has he batted? No. Buxton flew out to center. 358. It wasn't like that close to a homer. 358 wasn't that close. I'm Jake, yeah. Where's Nathaniel Lau? No, I was saying Brandon and Josh Lau. Wait, were they not even brothers? They weren't even brothers, were they? Nathaniel Lau. I don't even know, bro. I have no idea. I need to bet Jensen on Caesars for his HRR quick. 10, 15 minutes. Yeah, I'm going to put Jensen, HRR in on Caesars to win a unit. I always play to win a unit on these. Matthias Jensen, bro. MLB. Can I not bet on it now? I'm just cooked. Oh, I'm just cooked. I'm just cooked. MLB, Twins. Let's see if we can get it. Home runs. Does Caesars not do it live? Not brothers' last names pronounced different, bro. Why? That's so confusing. It's Nate and Josh. What's up, Parlay Plug? Welcome, welcome. Carter Jensen is literally locked. He's the only Royals player that is locked right now. Like, that is crazy. I don't know if you guys can even see that. Carter Jensen over is locked. They just know, man. Okay, well, let me get these other ones in quick, and then we'll start up here. Let me get Harper for HR. The hits are just going to be parlays. So, like, I'm going to parlay probably, like, just them as bank builders. We'll do Harper first. Harper. I have his homer as well. I don't have FanDuel, unfortunately, so I'm going to be betting him on DK. So I'll do his homer. I'll do his HRR. Straights I always do to win one unit, unless they're like some of my favorite ones. So I'm going to bet Harper homer to win exactly a unit. As close as I can get. Then we'll do his HRR as well. Okay, Harper's in. Murakami on DK. Murakami, Springer. I need to make that Excel sheet. No, I'm not done with homers. I just need to put these bets in so I don't get screwed like I did with the other one. Wait, George Springer, what did I have for him? Total bases, 1.5 hits. So I'm going to get 2 hits. Total bases. And home run. Springer, I'm going to play his hits to win 1 unit. George Springer, total bases, also to win a unit. George Springer, home run, also to win 1 unit. Then we need Lau hits. Lau hits. Baldwin, 2 hits. Jeffers, 385 flyout. Not completely surprised. Lau hits. Baldwin. Drake Baldwin. And we need Drake Baldwin, also HRR. Hits. HRR. What? See what happens with KC bets. Ian Happen PCA looks so good against pitch mix. We'll get to it, don't worry. Did I bet Lau for a homer as well? Also need to do that. Oh yeah, because I said screw it with the wind. 366, exactly what it is. And Austin Riley is better on Caesars. I need to see if I can get Carter Jansen on his HRRs. It's not going to give it to me, is it? Yeah, Carter Jansen's locked for me. Hopefully you guys were able to get it. Oh, it's so unfortunate. It's like not even popping up at all. Jensen available. I don't have Bet365 either. Bet365 and FanDuel will not verify me for whatever reason. Ozzy Albies I need on DK. I don't think I put him in yet. They're scared of me, man. They're scared. Two-man home run in that game alone. That'd be nasty. Okay, and then I think I'm going to do... Should we just do, like, all the hits? I don't know how to do hit parlays. Like, Harper, Lau, Baldwin. Harper, Lau, Baldwin. Like, what would the odds be on that? Or Lowe. Is it Brandon Lowe or Lau? I don't know. I'm not going to remember either, so it doesn't really matter. Plus 219, so this is just like probably a to win 2-unit play. To net 2 unit, or to profit 2 units. I don't know how to do hit parlays. We'll see how this one goes. Chase Burns K's. He's on the Reds. 7.5. Holy. He's facing righties. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is this stuff that nasty? Better versus righties. A lot of lefties, though. He'll probably get one of these guys each once. Ozuna, Reynolds, Lau, Cruz. Seems too high to me. Gonzalez. I don't know last time he got him, though. O'Neal Cruz, he got 3 times. Does seem too high. 10? Look how many times he got 10 Ks, though. Holy. Plus 407. Had 10 and then 3. 2 innings pitched. Got 3 Ks. Does seem high, man. Wow, all these games they lost. That's embarrassing. Vinny walks Salvi up. I'm gonna... All of these are loaded on Pickett now, by the way. So if you want to tail, you can tail me on Pickett. Make sure if you're not already, join our Discord, join our Twitter. All of those are free. You'll get daily updates. And if you want to try the app, you can use these discount codes. MLB 40, there's still a few codes, I believe. Don't quote me on that because they're going quick, but you could save 40% off of a plan getting all this data from marked down from 150 a year to 89. So we'll see. Burns revamped his style. He was tipping pitches last season. Interesting. Could definitely come into play then. Single grounded into center. And here comes Jensen in a perfect HRR spot, of course, when I couldn't bet him. We'll see, man. Low-key preying on the downfall. Oh my god, I couldn't even get his homer in. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Surely he doesn't hit homer. Ball high? Whew, barely. Barely. Took Jensen too. Yeah, that's what I had. Swinging. He just swung at a ball that hit the plate. Okay, we need to go over the athletics. Did I not take Riley in that parlay? It's Riley for... No, I didn't like him for that. Salvi HRR cash. He got a hit. He didn't get an RBI or a run. Chill, bro. Yeah, Mata Use, bro. We're locked. Carter Jensen. You better do something, bro. Simeon Woods Richardson. He's in a 2-2 count. Bryce Elder. Okay, Kurtz. We were looking at Kurtz already. Aza, appreciate the sub. We were looking at Kurtz already. I mean, he's all green. Like, all green, man. Bowl in dirt. 3-2 count. Come on now. Come on now. Please. Please. Slider sinker. Look at him on the slider sinker 4-seam, man. Slider sinker is just a dog. 6.7 barrel. See, he had this stretch within like a week. In play out. Scorched out to first. Oh. Just lined out to first. What was the EV on that? 109? Oh my god. 109 is crazy. Nah, that's crazy. You gotta like that. Even though it's an out, you gotta like that. 109's nasty. .67 ground ball rate. Oh man, Kurtz. That's rough. Kurtz is really good versus righties, though. What does this guy struggle to? Struggles to righties, so that's not great. See, he really struggles with righties. Oh my god, wait, Shea? Langoliers. Hello. How are you? Yeah, Shea gotta go yard, right? Sinker, 312, 6 homers and 243 pitches. Pretty decent ratio. Pitcher already struggles versus him. 2 for 6 against him. Soderstrom 2 of 3. Jeff McNeil 1 of 14. Yikes. Have to go Langoliers here, I think. Either way, I think you take Kurtz. Oh, God. I think you have to take Kurtz and Langoliers. Like, Kurtz is just ridiculous numbers here. Like, at least his HRR and Langoliers' HRR as well. Over-under is 9. That's high. Schaefer a hit. Schaefer HRR. -125. It's pretty good value, actually. See all the other books. -153 on FanDuel. If you can get him on BetMGM -125, that's crazy value. I'm going to see if I can right now. That's going to be a 2-unit play. I need to start betting as I go because I forget which ones I like more. Like, I like everything I post, but if I really like something, which happens like probably 3 times a slate, then I want to make sure I take advantage of it, you know? And then you guys get better value as well. Or, you know, that's what you'd think at least. Trying to find his HRRs. Bro, I wish BetMGM had a good UI. It's like has the best odds all the time. Yeah, Shea minus 125. This is gonna be a to win 2-unit play. That's crazy that he has that much value. That's crazy value. Full slate 20 leg HRR on bases parlay. Yeah, let's not do that. You can even take his like total bases. I wouldn't blame you at all. If he had good value somewhere. BetMGM has him at plus money. FanDuel minus 105 is crazy. I think Schaefer a homer as well. I mean, on the sinker is just disgusting. Only had 1 strikeout. How many? 2 hard hits on him as well. Doesn't matter if it's versus a lefty or a righty. He's just nasty on the sinker. %13 fly ball though. Wallner? Would have never guessed Wallner. That's the thing though, once we get like barrel percent too, that'll really, really help. It's really hard. Again, you have to think, we're using all of last year's data. Like Shea, look at him this year. 5 for 8, 2 homers, 25 K rate. Look at Kurtz, 83% K rate versus righties. You just can't bet on that yet. You just can't. It's not even possible. Shea has good history. So does Soderstrom. Kurtz doesn't. Then you just look last year versus righties. All these guys look good. Soderstrom, I wouldn't blame you if you took him as well. He is a lefty, so a little less. I do like Shea for a homer. I'm going to take Shea for a homer. Where's the wind? Wind is blowing in slightly against him. Or no, he's a righty. So it's better than if he were a lefty. Josh Bell grounded out. Good night. Bregman birthday narrative? His birthday was yesterday, bro. He hit 2 homers yesterday. He thought his birthday was yesterday, at least. 108, yeah. 108, but, like, Carter had higher than that. I mean, that's good, but I'm just saying. Let's look at Wallner. No history versus lefties. He does have the second highest on his team next to Buxton. Or no. Yeah, he does. Yeah, versus lefties. Did he get a slider? I wouldn't be surprised. If he got a slider, it makes sense. And he got a sweeper. Yeah, sweeper. I mean, not a lot of sample data there. Look, versus righties, though, sweeper's really good. So he didn't get a slider the entire at-bat. They know, man. He got 2 sinkers. Pitch that he throws 20% of the time. 3 sinkers and a fastball. Fastball was over his head, and then he got a sweeper middle, and just nuked it. Oppo. You can see here he does hit more Oppo, so interesting. Colson Montgomery's not bad. I'm just taking Murakami. I know you're saying Bregman's birthday is today. I'm saying he thought it was yesterday because he had 27 home runs yesterday, not today. Or not yet, at least. It's a joke. It was a joke. Bryce Lewis, 3-pitch strikeouts. Swinging strike in the dirt. What is he doing? Yeah, but I think that's it for the A's. I mean, like, Shea HRR, his homer, his hit. So I'll just do, like, 3 hit parlays, I suppose. I did Harper, Brandon Lowe, or Lau, whatever, and then Drake Baldwin. Also going to take... I took this already. I'm going to take this on Caesars if I can get it there. Plus 370. If you have FanDuel, it's plus 360 there. I'm going to get a vote going of what your favorite homers that we have are. Fave homer. Hold on. Shea. Home runs. Where's home runs? Plus 350. It says it's plus 370. Okay, Shea Homer is in. Alright, let's do Carter Jensen. This game already started. So let's do Harper, Murakami, Lau, Lau. And then we'll do like 3, and then we'll round robin these 3. And then Springer. And then once, we'll add more guys. So let me know who your favorite homer is. Vote on the poll in chat. If you're in full screen, just go out of full screen for a sec. And while you're there, hit the like button. I'd appreciate it. Pushes our stream out to more people. Okay, Ryan Johnson does give up a lot to lefties, but he only pitched 4.2 innings. Just had a really bad outing. So I don't know if that's actually it or not. Like, if that's legit. NBA protected pick. Ooh. Braun and Brownie points. Discounts, bro. 50% boost on DK. We'll be using that on our homer lay. Okay, vote on that poll. 18 votes. There's 211 people in here. Please vote on that. I don't care if you're at work, listen to this like a podcast. Take your phone out of your pocket and vote on your favorite homer. Finally, the game of the day. Yeah, I mean, this guy struggles a lot. Versus lefties especially. We just don't know. Like, this data could be skewed just because it's like only, 100 pitches, but you probably just have to go off of whatever you have here. So, versus righties, Bush. I mean, is Bush actually going to go? Cutter. Should get the cutter or sinker. Way better on the cutter than sinker. Yeah. Really good on the cutter. 20% barrel. 47 fly ball. 53 hard hit. 60 pull. And the wind's going out, I believe. Yeah, oh my god. Good night. Look at the odds. Odds are absolutely nuked. Yeah. Buzz a ball right. Bregman 334 ISO. Moises Ballesteros. Have to go lefty here. You just have to go Bush or PCA, I think. PCA is good on both the cutter and sinker. And sweeper. Jeez, why can't you get back to this, man? Still a good pull. What's he done recently? Single, field out, single, field out, field out. 289, 254. Still putting it in the air. Bunt grounder, single, 5.2 feet, bro. Happens homer this year off of pitch. PCA, Hap PCA. Josh Lau. He ain't on the Cubs. Wow, Ian Happ's so much better versus righties than lefties. Wow, he didn't even barrel this ball. Or maybe he did. Close. Jeez. Hap 15 of 40, 4 of 30. Jeez. Got some lucky homers, man. %, home run. It's actually not bad if you're including the ground balls and everything too. See, ground ball though, 53%, 53 hard hit, 46.7 pull. That's not ideal. This pitcher just gives up so much. You'd have to think, like, he would bat lefty. There's just not much data on Ballesteros. He's also supposed to be a lot better of a hitter than he's been so far in his career. He has 2 homers, but it's not great so far. His 1 hit. This year, PCA has 3 hits. None of them they've all been singles. Hap actually does look the best. Bregman, even on the cutter. Come on. Bregman on the cutter, don't do this to me, man. One of them was a homer, too. Unless I was on something else. Holy crap. Bregman on cutter. 5 of 30 and he hit it 399 feet. That's crazy. Bregman, so it's either Bush, Bregman, Hap, or PCA. Bregman's hot right now. Bregman and Hap are hot right now. Bush has the best total ISO, and PCA is the best on this pitch. But recently, PCA hasn't been good. This is why we need the barrel. Like, we need recent barrel. Hap is in a weak spot. How does this guy not have all weak spots? Like, this guy sucks. That's what it seems like, at least. 3rd, 6th, 8th. Carson Kelly and Dansby as well. Carson Kelly's a righty. He's just not good versus lefties. Or hasn't been. It is a really small sample size. Him on the cutter is pretty good, though. Isbell homer? Nah, that's crazy. Someone called that. Matt Wallner homered a while ago. Isbell 403. Someone called that one in chat. Hit at Oppo. Like, yeah, right, man. 100 off the bat. He was in a weak spot, batting 9th. 3 for 4 off of him with a homer. %60 hard hit. Lower fly ball than you'd like, but still good on that pitch that he threw. I assume he got a fastball, right? He got a slider. He got fastball, slider, which makes sense. He just went back and forth. %40 fly ball, 46 hard hit. It's pretty good. He hit it right in this spot. That's actually crazy. He's literally hit all his homers right in this spot. Like, it landed like right here. 403 feet. That's crazy. This doesn't mean that batter versus pitcher means anything. What are you talking about? He's 3 of 4 against him. Oh, what I said? I didn't say it doesn't mean anything. I just said his stats don't look great. It's a lot to consider, man. Also, he was in weak spot, too, which also helps. Bronny for a steal. Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, one of these guys are probably going to go. Low sample size from the pitcher, though. You would think cutter, sinker, sweeper, just whoever's better on that. If we're going off batter versus pitcher, there's nothing for this game. He's a righty. You would think PCA. He is the best in numbers from last year. But no barrel like this year at all. I mean, it's been rough this year. Single, single, field out, single, field out, field out. Cutter, sinker. I mean, sweeper sometimes. But you have to go all, like, look at this stretch. This is what you want to see. That is insane. And that, like, 2 homers within that stretch. Witt is 0 for 8 against the starter, I believe, so I faded him even if the data tells otherwise. Now he's 0 of 9. The data didn't tell otherwise. I said Bobby Witt has never got a hit off this guy. Probably not getting a good hit. Take Hap for Cubs. Yeah, I mean, I think you have to ride the hot hand. I agree with that. 20% barrel recently. Well, again, this isn't like the same pitch. But versus righties, like this year, you can filter by this year. I guess it's been all lefties. Or no, versus righties. He got 1 sinker. Absolutely nuked it. He's really good versus righties on the cutter and sinker. I think Hap's probably the best just because he's hot now. But it could be any one of these guys. It's just, you want to bet a lefty, though. So I wouldn't bet Bregman. I bet between these 3. PCA hasn't been hot this season. Bush has been. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets his first. 4 of 10. 200 ISO, so he got like a double at least. No homers yet, though. And Hap has a homer. He's 1 for 9, though, with a homer. I don't know. It could really be either Hap, PCA, or Bush. But also, wind blowing out is always helpful. Especially at Wrigley. Blowing out 15 miles an hour. You gotta like it. Gotta like it because of that. And then you look at, like, versus righties, then you can even take them for HR. Like, I would take Bush for bases or HRR for sure. But it's mostly on the 4-seam. That's the thing with Bush. He likes the 4-seam. Cutter he also likes. Just need to look just cutter. Like, if he gets a cutter, it's probably gone. But if this pitcher's smart, he'll throw a sweeper and sinker. PCA is the best, like, variance. Hap. I think Hap is the best. Yeah, 391 ISO on the sinker is unreal. Actually unreal. Like, what? Also, one of them was yesterday. Yep, I'm going with Hap. Going with Hap. And I'm going to take his total bases as well. Plus 115. Hap versus Homer best. Caesars and BetMGM. Make sure you guys vote on that poll if you haven't already. We'll be using it at the end of stream. Or not the end of stream, but we'll just be using it to make our parlay. Happy and Harper slip? Could be. Feels good out here in Chicago, bro. I wish I was in Chicago, man. Stuck in the middle of nowhere in Indiana. Springer, Shea, Ian Happ. Murakami's your guys' favorite. Interesting. Say, I guess you guys like recent data. Because Murakami's gone in every game of his career. And he's facing the same handedness that he got all of his other homers off of. So you know who he likes going against. Say bases, no. As a Laker fan, he frustrated me. Who are you talking about? Guys, we'll get to everyone. But wait till we're at that game. Like, we're going over Angels now, and you guys are saying Adley and J-Rod. And Roman Anthony. So. I forgot we got Edward Cabrera. It'll be interesting. Sucks versus righties. Sinker, but, like, look at this. This is a pitcher I never bet against in terms of homers. And see, he gave up a 1.32, sure. But, like, you never want to bet against a guy who throws all of the pitches. Like, you know what I mean? 24% sinker, 23% slider, 22% change, 20% curve. I would not be taking in this game. Unless there's some really good history, but not really. Adele or Moncada, probably your only go-tos here. Moncada really good on the curve, and Adele really good on the slider. But I wouldn't be taking anything here. I would just back off. Needham, my favorite. Needham on the slider, but I just wouldn't take anything in this game. If you've watched Harper at the plate, you'd see he's completely lost. Well, he's going to change that against a rookie pitcher. Or a guy who's like, yeah, a rookie pitcher. I don't think he's ever thrown. Okay, Mets versus Cardinals. Let me know if you guys have anything from this game. Clay Holmes does not give up too many homers. And you can see why. Sinker, sweeper, two pitches that literally go opposite directions versus lefties. Sinker change. Alec Burleson. Yeah, another one I just wouldn't. Cardinals hitters versus lefties. Honestly, lefties and righties, they're just not a great hitting team. I don't know about this Weatherholt guy. 3 for 10 has a homer, actually. Jeez, look at this year. First lefties. Holy cow, they haven't missed. But he's a righty, so. Just nothing great. ISO's high. Him, Gorman. This is a game I would just fade. Sinker change is not something you really want to look at initially. Unless this guy's, like, really good on it, but... Sinker sweeper to righties. Yeah, I don't think I can take that. What was it to lefties? Sinker change. Just going to automatically filter the top 2 pitches. It's good on the sweeper, but he doesn't really throw that to lefties. Yeah, I would not take anything this game. Oh, Trout? You want to look at Trout? We can do Trout quick. This is one I would not see, like, sinker, maybe. I mean, healthy Trout is different. 485. Yeah, ball right. He had a home run. The one sinker he saw this year, or the one of 2 sinkers he saw this year, had hits in both of them. Soto looks good and is due. Triple BS, Bryce, Bilal, Bregman. I would not bet on Bregman as a righty. Wind is blowing out, though, which is always good. Ooh, wind blowing left, gonna help righties, so I don't know if I would take Soto, but we can look. Jeez, this guy does not give up many homers at all. Kyle Leahy. Whew. He's good, man. So, yeah, again, a lot of these guys that throw, like, 4 main pitches, you can see just don't give up a lot of homers because it's so hard to tell. When a guy's that elite at throwing all of these pitches, you just don't know what he's going to throw. When you don't know what he's going to throw, it's hard to brace yourself and smack it out. And see, like, a lot of these guys, like Soto, good ISO on all of these pitches. Like, when he hits the ball, he mashes it, but has a low batting average. So not great. You'd want Soto, I guess, is best on a slider, but also this is a good pitcher. Lindor, really good on the 4-seamer, but he throws 3 other pitches, like, just as likely, pretty much. Bo Bichette, good on the slider, throws 3 other pitches, pretty much just as likely. So it's just always something you have to look at, man. Shohei homer looked good today? Probably. It's Shohei Ohtani, though. But this is just something you have to wait like a month in. You'll wait for barrels from this year to come out, and then those are really helpful when looking at homers because you get to see who is hot recently. Like looking here, you could see, 26.7 barrel in the last 15, but the last 15 is, way down here. It's including some games that were from last season. So this is all data from this year, which does look good. 372, 393. But I like personally betting on pitchers who throw a lot of 4-seam. Lindor also not good on the curve. So something you have to picture as well. Boston versus Houston. Ranger Suarez. Yeah, I don't know about this. Alvarez, Altuve. Christian Walker, 5 of 18. Alvarez and Altuve are really, not really good. Christian Walker, Alvarez, Altuve, I guess all those guys. Sinker, slider. Sinker change to righties. Sinker change cutter to righties. Alvarez would be, Alvarez total bases, maybe for a homer as well. Got one last time. He got one of these pitches. 2 of 2 on him. We could go to the sheet and see exactly what he got. Alvarez on Suarez. Alvarez, bro. Filter. What team is he on the Astros? Jordan. I need to expand the range. Suppose it should be expanded. This must have been more than... Hold on. Let's see if it was like... when this was. There's one. He had a double off of him. Line drive. 102 off the bat. 350. Yeah. It's good enough for me, honestly. Plus 700 now. Plus 390. I was going to say, well, plus 700. Yo. 2 doubles in 3 pitches is crazy, too. 1 barreled ball. 2 hard hits. So one of those could have been a homer as well. Diaz or Abreu for the Astros? Yeah, Alvarez looks the best. I would take Alvarez total bases. I mean, he's already hit 2 doubles off this guy. Plus 119. Has insane ISO on both of these pitches. One homer on both. Has a homer off of it this season on a lefty. Let's see, let's match this. Just go off of sinker, slider. 7.5% chance for it to be gone. Let's see just if it's a fly ball or a line drive. 14% chance. This would have been a homer, though. So would have this. He had a triple. Dude was flying. This could have been a homer. 408. Jeez, the Royal Stadium is so cooked. So cooked, man. Really low K rate and walk rate. Like, combined, you want this to be, like, under 40. If that's under 40, you're looking good. Alvarez, 11 of 32 versus lefties last year. Did not play many lefties last year at all. But also has good... yeah, I know Abreu's on the Red Sox. I was just saying this game. All rise. This dude's a Yankees fan. Is he up? Carter Jensen grounded out to first. Oops. Yikes. Yikers. Alvarez, Correa, Christian Walker. He does give up more homers to lefties, even though it looks like to righties. Let's make sure and see. Yeah, it's not on some BS pitch either. Sinker, slider, four-seamer. Higher batting average to righties on the sinker, but throws so many weird pitches. I don't know. I'll just take Yordan. I do like him on the sinker. Good power. I'm just taking probably his homer. Just riding the homer. Wind blowing out in a dome. It's not very helpful. Or wait, hold on. Astro or the Red Sox. 2.2 to righties for Lance McCullers. Gives up a lot of homers. A lot are on the BS pitch, though. Like, he threw this pitch 10 times. Said, yeah, never again. Threw this 40 times, 1 homer. Threw this 50 times, 1 homer. So, sinker-slider combo. Yeah, we won't have time for NBA today. Definitely won't have time. Okay, Murakami is what you guys are going with. I'll put Lau and Springer back. No one really messed with Harper. Let me just start this new poll again. Springer, Low or Lau or whatever. And then we'll also add Shea and Happ. Happy. Second homer. Let me know. Vote on that poll. Again, we're going to do 3 legs out of just our favorite ones we find. Yep. Yes, sir, John. Wallier, dang. He is smacking recently. Him on the knuckle curve? Ooh. He kills the knuckle curve. How do you kill a knuckle curve? That seems weird. That seems wrong. Single, 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 double. Yeah, this is almost an instant fade. When you see a guy who throws a knuckle curve, changeup, and slider, sinker, slider to righties. That's a little better. To righties, no history. Verse righties, though. You can see Trevor Story, sinker, slider actually looks pretty good on. Lots of ground balls, though. Again, this data will be way better when we have more recency. Does have a homer this year, though, off of Brady Singer. Had 6 ABs and he got 1 homer. Yikes. Contreras, Tarantula. Yeah, so I mean, Story could be one. Wallier, with his recency, I wouldn't be surprised. Also, really good on the knuckle curve. Only 12 pitches, but has 2 hits on it. No one else really hits the knuckle curve. This is just a game I would fade, though. If you want to take Trevor Story or Abreu, I wouldn't blame you. You could look at some weak spots. Jeez. Story, Duran, Contreras. If you were to go off of that, Story is in the weak spot. Not a ton of innings pitched, but batting 7th, he gave up a 440, 3 homers, 2 doubles, 7 RBIs. Marcelo Mayer might have a day. Seen 7 knuckle curves. Really good on the slider, too, actually. Double, super long field out, and a 30-30 homer. Dang. Ball? Yo, chow that. Oh, my God. Whoever bet on Josh Bell, I feel bad for you. You got a middle fastball and just... He got out. I don't know what it was on. I feel like he had to have tanked that. Unless ground out? Yeah, ground out to short. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. Got a middle fastball. Said, I don't want anything to do with it. Okay, 4 more games. Yankees, Mariners. Ryan Weathers gives up more to righties, but look how many he given up to lefties. 7 innings pitched. He gave up 3.68 HR per 9. Really, really high number. To lefties, all on his 4-seam. So 4-seam sweep. Yeah, so if we see any lefties that kill a 4-seamer off of lefties, that's just what we like. Josh Naylor. Yeah, Josh Naylor's going yard. Insane. A 692 ISO. Like, what? His barrel is so bad. His total bases, his HRR, like, you have to like in this spot. Gives up so much. Rivas, is he normally... No, he'll be batting lefty. Donovan doesn't hit the 4-seam, though. You need a guy who hits the 4-seam. I think Josh. You just have to go Josh here. I like him for a homer, to be honest. As well as total bases. Plus 180 is crazy. What's his K rate? Not even that high. This is good, man. I'd even take Josh Naylor for a hit parlay. Like 2 for plus 359. That's crazy. That's crazy value. I'm gonna bet this now. Total bases, so you can see plus 158 on DK. Again, I only have DK, but if you can get him on FanDuel, I'd take that in a heartbeat. I mean, I'd take it for 1, 2 hits and a homer. Josh Naylor. Make sure you don't bet Bo Naylor. I mean, his stats might look good. I just haven't looked yet. I think you're right. Vikron will go back. Josh, not Bo, correct. Naylor barrel rate 8.3. What do you mean? This season or what? I'm just going based off of last year's stats. This is just going based off of last year's stats pudding. You're like 40 minutes late in that game? What are you talking about? I think that guy's way behind in stream. He's just tripping. Did I take Baldwin on the hit parlay? I think I did Baldwin, Harper, and did I do Shea on it? No, Baldwin, Harper, Lau. So we need Naylor for a hit. Caesars looks like the best. And then Shea for a hit. Jeez. Okay, Naylor, Shea for one hit each, and then we're gonna find one more guy to put on it. Nick Martinez 1.21 to both sides. Yelich, I think, did look best when we were just looking briefly. Yeah, because he throws four-seam changeup to lefties, and the best-looking lefty is going to be Yelich. Not for... I would take Yelich just for, like, what, a single or something? Yelich is 5-16 with a homer on it. He does have a high ISO on the changeup, but he doesn't give up a lot on the changeup. Also, Yelich isn't great on the cutter. I don't know. It's not amazing. I would take maybe HRR off of him. Bryce Soring's really good on the cutter. Really good on the cutter. Wow. 26.7 barrel. If he gets the cutter, it's gone, bro. 526 batting average, 633 robo, 1 slugging, 474 ISO is crazy. Lil Chop, red is always bad for what you're researching. So if like this means the pitcher doesn't give up a lot. A high batting average means they give up a lot. So it's a home run matchup cheat sheet. Red is bad, green is good. That's all you need to know. Yeah, put in. It'll probably take like a month for data just to, like by May you'll probably see your best results because you'll just have the best data. I don't know. This is another weird one. I probably wouldn't bet on this game unless you're betting a lefty four-seam changeup. But then, like, Terang's not great on the changeup. Yelich isn't great on the cutter. Bowers isn't great on really anything other than the cutter. Like, if Bowers gets a cutter, where'd Bowers go? I would assume if he gets a cutter, it's just gone, right? Yeah, probably. 53% fly ball. Like, if he gets a cutter, it's just gone, bro. How is this a homer? 330, bro. Woba slugging. So Woba's research for HRR slugging is like, it's, I forget exactly what slugging is. It's just, there's a thing here. Well, slugging percentage. Batters powered by calculating total bases and earned at bat. Total bases earned at bat. So like it just weighs extra base hits more than other hits. So it's like a batting average, but when you get more total bases. And then ISO's like raw power, so how often they hit for total bases. Oh, am I adding to the props list? No, I haven't. Hold on. That's the thing with baseball. There's so many props because there's so many players. I left off with Ozzy. Shea hit, and HRR. Hap total bases. Naylor total bases. And hit and 1 to 2 hits. Okay, those are updated. Let me update the homers. Ended on Bilal. I think Baldwin could get a homer. I just didn't love his ISO. Riley. Nope. Riley, Shea. Hap. Alvarez. Naylor. J. Naylor. Okay, those are all updated. Try it again. So what do you look at specifically to say, yeah, he's going to hit or get a home run? Like, I have a video on it. I don't have much time left on the stream, and we need to get through these last games. Go check out that video. I'll put it in chat. I explain everything in like 10 minutes. Like, there's so many things, and you'll see as we go through as well, but no videos containing Homer. What the hell? Home runs, that's why. Okay, I'm gonna send this home runs video in chat. It's only 4 minutes. Yeah. Watch this video if you're confused. Check that out. You can come back. You can also just watch what I do. I'll explain how I go over it. So first, Brewers, you look at starting pitcher. Wind matters, but they're in a dome. You can see roof here. So nothing else really matters, especially since it's only 50 degrees. They're just going to close the roof. Versus left-handed batters, this guy tends to struggle. Higher HR per 9, that this number matters. Home runs in total can just be skewed. So you want to look at how many homers on average they give up per 9 innings. Obviously, starters only throw 6, so you like this number to be like 1.2. 2.31 is really high. So then you go to his pitches. You see he is a left-handed pitcher, so you scroll down. You could check batter versus pitcher history by clicking BVP. You can also check bullpen, but I just like checking batter versus pitcher and then left-hand pitcher. Bullpen, we have like a live feature now, so I'll just check that live depending on who comes in, like we saw with Giancarlo Stanton. Hit a home run on stream after I called it. You can see, again, still gives up more homers to lefties. You can see why. Throws a four-seam 65% of the time. You can see J-Cam actually crushes it off of him. Tends to hit more versus righties, like more home runs in general. Just has more plate appearances as well. You can see that they're a higher number. But versus lefties, he does get a lot of homers, so that could be something you consider. But versus righties, this guy is way better. He also has a slurve that he gives up a lot on. But four-seam 65% of the time. So we're mainly just looking for a lefty who crushes the four-seam. Aranda usually does off of righties, but not off of lefties. C. Simpson, they don't really have anyone who really crushes a four-seamer as a lefty. You can see J-Cam's probably the best guy to look at. Diaz as well. They both don't have a lot of data on the slurve. This could be helpful when there's more data. A lot of this is going to be from last season. You can see these two were from this year for JCam, or for Diaz, and then these were JCams. Again, a lot of these were from last year, so kind of skewed, but look at this. Sack, fly, field out, homer, homer. Good data to always look at. Fly ball percent, hard hit. You want fly ball percent plus line drive to be higher than ground ball or pop-up. It means it's in the air more often than not. You also want fly ball typically to be the highest, but yeah, fly ball, number one, you want fly ball to be the highest, but you want the ball to be in the air. So, like, fly ball percent is the highest out of these four: ground ball, fly ball, line drive, pop ball. And then home run per fly ball, you want this to be about 20, which it is. Hard hit, you want this to be about 45 or up. 73, obviously the higher the better. And then pull straight oppo, you want pull to be the highest, but in this case, it's straight and oppo, so that's not great. But as long as you have, like, out of these 5 metrics, you include this, but out of the 5 metrics, like, where it's hit, the home run chance, the hard hit, this, and then the barrel, out of those 5, you want, like, 3, and then maybe a few other things to be true. So, in this case, I actually like it for JCam. Lower batting average than you'd like. 1 of 1 versus lefties this season, so you can see he's still continuing that trend of being really good versus lefties. We could see what he got versus a lefty. 925. Let's see if there what it was. Off of Libertor, got a slider. He cranked for a single, 255 off the bat. So actually, I really like JCam here. 377 ISO, 6 homers. You can just tell he's really nasty on the 4-seam. So I'm going to take that. I also think his hit could be a good move. Maybe a Ronda. But a Ronda, he's really just good on other pitches. He's really good on the slider. But he only throws these pitches, these 2 pitches. Kyle Harrison. So I think I like JCam total bases as well. Plus 124. I mean, a 377 ISO on a pitch that this guy throws 58% of the time and then throws a slurve could just be, like, see him on the slurve versus righties when there's more data available. Yeah, I mean, JCam might be one of my favorites today, actually. You could also hit player splits and, like, see how he plays. Everything in purple here that's highlighted will be, like, applicable. So how he batted in March, in night games, away games. On Mondays, he has 6 homers. Versus NL, versus lefties. All of those things are applicable. Batting fourth, he has 16 homers as well. You can check weak spots, too. So weak spots show spots in the order where pitchers give up a lot of total bases. Where are the Rays? Did we go back? Oh, yeah, we went back to this game. So JCam not in a weak spot, but a lot of the guys around him are. So we were kind of talking. Diaz and JCam, my 2 favorites, aren't in a weak spot. .062 to the guy batting fourth. But that's only over 4 innings, so I'm not too worried about it. But a really good cheat sheet to look at. Like you'd see here, batting fourth is the most likely because usually teams just put the best batter they have in the fourth hole. Just really, really important stats to look at. Jake Bauer is the guy we were looking at, but I don't love him on anything else. If he gets the cutter, it's gone. We know that, but don't love his chance to get the cutter. They probably know. Okay, JCam total bases. I'm gonna bet now. Home run as well on Caesars. JCam. Let's see if he's actually. It's like the same. Caminero. Total bases is plus 123. Homer I will be taking on Caesars, though. Naylor, Shea for hits. Yeah, just MLB today, Sev. Don't have time, unfortunately. I need to study for an exam I have on Wednesday. I'm absolutely cooked for. J-Cam, where's his homer? He's plus 305. It says he was plus 330. I'm taking him on DK, actually. He was better there. He's plus 309 on DK. Okay, you guys are on Springer. Springer, wow, you guys don't really like Hap. Interesting. Thought Hap would be higher. Unfortunate. Okay, just bet on JCam. So who do we have? Murakami, Springer, and I'm gonna do our last poll here. You guys had Bilao. What was the top in the other lay or the other thing? It was Bilao and both. Let's just do the 3-leg then. You guys seem to like Bilao, Springer, and Murakami. I think that's gonna be the 3-leg. Jaden Ivey, what? Jaden Ivey's been waived by the Bulls. Why? Why did we trade for him? Why, man? Murakami, Springer, Bilao. I'm pinning it in chat so you guys can see it. Recency bias is good for homers, bro. There is a 50% boost on DK as well, so make sure you take advantage of that. Munteka Murakami, my goat. And I'm probably going to bet all home run round robins as like 0.05 units. Just like all the ones I took today. Y'all traded for a player who was cut? No, we traded for a player and then cut him. I don't know what we're even doing. Beats me, man. Beats me. Okay, Springer, Munteka, Murakami, and Brandon Lau. That is in. 50% boost on DK? Bang. We'll take that. Sorry, late to this. Why Springer today? Why Springer? Ask and you shall receive. Springer facing Sagano, who gives up a lot of homers versus righties, and you can just see. Sweeper, he throws 34% of the time. He has a 414 ISO, 3 homers on 131 pitches. Sinker, he gives up a 279 batting average. George Springer has a 348 batting average, 413 WOBA, 533 slugging. On the four-seamer, he doesn't give up as much, but Springer, still insane. And then you could see, I don't remember if there was history. Springer, 2 of 7, both were singles, but you can just see versus righties. I mean, 261, pretty low K rate, low walk rate considering. You want this number to be like less than 40. You go check Murakami's stats, homer again. Bro, I don't have time. I don't have time, man. I don't have time, man. Where is Murakami? Did I not favorite him? I know I favored him. There he is. These are the stats. He has 3 homers. He's a homer in every game. Also, all of his homers came against whatever this guy is. So this guy's a righty. All of his homers came against righties. And all of his homers came against one of 2 pitches that are his top 2. Or one, I guess 1 pitch. But he gets absolutely destroyed on the cutter as well. And Murakami is a 50% barrel. You have to go off of recency when doing this research. I mean, it's just absurd. Just absurd. Yeah, I did T-Barb. I did about a third of that for the same payout. That is really weak. Underdog is really, really bad payouts on homers. Like, let me show you. Look at this. Like, if you gave me any example, like, look at Harper. I got plus 337 just because I don't have FanDuel. You're getting plus 177 if you take him for a homer. That is terrible odds. Those are awful odds. Murakami, I got plus 400. You get plus 239. Springer, I get, for a homer, I get plus 302. You get plus 166. They literally cut it in half, bro, for you. So, yeah, do not take it on Underdog. Underdog and Prize Picks, when you have a really high payout, like all the DFS apps. Sorry, I'm getting texts about my studying. I have to go in 25 minutes. Yeah, definitely shop around. It's the most important thing is sticking to your unit sizing and betting on good odds. Those are literally the most important things you can do in sports betting. Other than obviously having good data, but you know what I mean. Okay, I do not have a lot of time. We're gonna have to go really quick. Ryan Weathers. I don't think there was a lefty. Or no, we have Josh Naylor. Let's go over here. Luis Castillo. Ugh. Don't know if we want to bet against him versus lefties. Four-seam change. Is there any better versus pitcher history? I think, oh yeah, Ben Rice. Four-seam change. He does have a good barrel recently. But all we really care about is four-seam change. Oh my god. Four-seam change. This guy's a dog. Versus lefties, he is better, though. 73 hard hit, 53 pull. Jeez Louise. Trying to look at this year's stats. There's just not much to go off of. You just have to stay on last year. Grisham, maybe. Grisham looks better to me. Change up four seam. You can see he hit a triple yesterday, 391 off Logan Webb. Or not yesterday, but first day, I guess. Fly ball's low. Hard hit and pull are really good. You can also see dimensions are way in his favor. Is wind blowing out for lefties? If it is, I'm taking him. It's blowing in. There's a roof, though. I think Grisham's the best bet over Ben Rice, even. It's Castillo versus righties. So this, no, we're good. Stanton. Thomas Reddick, appreciate the sub, bro. I'm in Florida, so limited. No Rice or Jazz. What do you use for better results, the pitcher usage or the metrics and StatCast sheet? You have to, like, mix both. Like, pitcher usage, when they throw a pitch more than, like, 40% of the time, and then, like, four-seam change is, like, the best to look at. So you can see four-seam change, he throws over 60% of the time. And if you see a guy who crushes the four-seam change, like Judge crushes the four-seam change. I don't know if it's really worth on Judge because of his odds. Probably terrible. Plus 235. I guess it's not awful. Judge is better versus lefties, though. See, 42 for 123 with 16 homers. 37 for 418, basically, on homers. Really good ISO, though. Like, just absurd stats. Judge is such a good hitter. We all know that. Strikes out a lot, though, but has so much power. You just have to go lefty here, though, because it's four-seam change is what you're seeing, and Judge is a righty. So, versus right-handed batters, he throws four-seam sinker. Judge kills the sinker. But he's just typically better versus righties. I don't know. Against Castillo, I don't know if I'd take it, to be honest. 1.29. Earned runs line is 1.5. They think he might give up a run. I don't know. Look at this ISO by all these guys, though. It's crazy. Which could be a good game. Judge, Ben Rice, Stanton, Grisham. The thing with Grisham is he has more power than Rice, but less contact. Ryan McMahon is just a worse version of Grisham. Ben Rice. Jazz, not great on the change. Austin Wells, not great either. Scara, yeah, I just wouldn't take it. Just wouldn't take it. 2 more games, let's get through them quick, because I know you guys probably want to put some lays into. Landon Roop, I probably wouldn't take anything unless there's, like, good reason. See, sinker curve, it's just sinker curve to righties. Tatis really good on the sinker, but not good on the curve. Versus righties, he's probably just going to sit that sinker. Machado, Manny Machado, I'd take him for a hit. Yeah, give me a hit for Manny. I'd be surprised if he doesn't get a hit. Low K and walk rate, too. Gives up a lot on his sinker, and Manny kills the sinker. Should get a hit, just statistically. Best 3 hit lay. I'm doing 2. I ran the first one with... hold on, I'm pulling up Pickett so I can tell you. Ran the first one with Harper, Belau, and Drake Baldwin. And then I'm going to run this one with Shea Naylor and Manny. I just need to see where the best odds are. Looks like DK... Again, I don't have FanDuel, but DK is best for Manny. Naylor is Caesars. I think Shea was Caesars too, wasn't he? BetMGM. So it's all over the place. For a lay, I'm probably going to do on Caesars, actually. I think it is better slightly. Slightly. Okay, I'm going to do on Caesars, Manny, Naylor, and Shea. Did I bet J-Cam homer somewhere? Oh, yeah, TK, right? Yeah, I did. Okay, Manny for a hit, minus 213. Shea. No, Shores doesn't look good today. Josh Naylor, hit. Minus 197. So this is plus 212. I'm going to play these hit builders to win 2 units. So, about 2 units to win about 2 units. I've never done these before, so I don't know if this is a good strategy or not, but we'll see. We'll find out pretty quick. Did I skip Bellinger? Probably. Yeah, I'm not taking anything in this game because... Where's Bellinger? Yeah, Bellinger doesn't look great. If I had to take anyone, it'd be Trent Grisham, but I don't love anyone, really. Luis Castillo is a really good pitcher. I'm just going to fade it. I would take Grisham, again, if I were to take anyone. Padres, really bad stadium for homers. I know that to be a fact. Landon Roop, Padres, a guy that already doesn't give up a lot of homers. I'm probably just going to fade that. Righties, Walker Buehler gives up a lot, probably throws a lot of fastballs. Yeah, 23, 22. Another guy I probably wouldn't bet on. Really struggles versus righties on that 4-seamer. Righties, 4-seamer. Willie Adames, no. Ramos, no. Chapman, no. Bader. Nothing amazing. Casey Schmidt actually looks best. Plus 630. Actually could be worth something. Casey Schmidt looks the best. Petco Park, though. Wait, what is Casey Schmidt? He's a righty. So you'd have to hit it. Jeez, how far is this? Like This is probably, what, 336? Actually, I might just turn off homers. 386, yeah. So, like, 3 or 4 or 5 of these wouldn't be homers. This one wouldn't be a homer. It's just a really bad park for homers, but I do like it. I do like Casey Schmidt, funny enough. No data. Luis Ariz is 3 for 8. Willie Adames is over 5. Yikes. Casey Schmidt's actually really good. Plus 630 is crazy. Is the wind blowing out? No. If Casey Schmidt goes, don't say I didn't tell you. Okay, Cleveland, Parker, Misek. I'm probably just fading that. Roki Sasaki. Holy. Versus lefties, this dude sucks. There's a 4-seam split combo. There's a 4-seam to lefties. Let's see if anyone's on it. Nope. Steven Kwan's never going to be a home run hitter. Bo Naylor. Ooh, Naylor twins today? Not twins, but Naylor brothers. Unless they are twins, I don't know. They look pretty much the same. Naylor brothers on a parlay, I could see it. Today would be the day. Today would be the day. Not a great park. I mean, if you like doing weird parlays like guys with the same name or guys who are brothers or whatever, then this would be a decent one to do. Bad park, though. Or not, I guess not bad. What is this, 385? Guess it's okay. What's your Discord? I'll put it in chat. Put the Twitter there as well. I'm going to put discount codes too. Make sure you like and sub here with noties if you do like these streams. I do these pretty much every day. So if you like the way I go over data, make sure you don't miss it for next time. Casey Schmidt, MGM plus 700 just for value. Fair enough. Murakami, 1.5 HRR. Murakami. I just like him for homer. We don't have enough data on him to like bet other things yet. And then last thing here, I would just fade Verlander. Unless like he has something specific pitch. His fastball versus lefties, like Corbin Carroll probably for a hit. I bet he's. I don't know. He doesn't have a good history actually. I was gonna say I thought he would have a good history. Is anyone? No Arenado, no Santana. Nothing amazing. Does seem worse versus righties, I guess. Yeah. The Diamondbacks have a lot of lefties. Just nothing amazing. Moreno, if anyone. Don't love it, though. Tigers versus lefties, Michael Soroka. Ooh, this could be a good one. Batter versus pitcher. Riley Green, 0 of 3. 1 strikeout, 1 walk. Let's see what happened on the other ones. Riley Green, Soroka. Green, Soroka. Who was Soroka on last year? I know he was not on the Diamondbacks. Someone let me know who he was on last year. Okay. Tigers. Green. There's just no... Okay, so he didn't hit him. Didn't hit off of him recently. Who was Soroka on last year? I know he was not on the Diamondbacks. Was he on, like, the Padres, maybe? Soroka. No, he's on the... Yeah. Whoever Michael King was on. Was he on the Padres? Yeah, I think Soroka was on the Padres. Okay, is there a lefty that absolutely crushes the 4-seam off righties? Kerry Carpenter. Colt Keith. Like, I could see a lot of these guys going like a mix. Oh my god, even Parker Meadows looks good. See, Kerry Carpenter 2 of 4. Riley Green doesn't hit the 4-seam that well. Kerry Carp, I can see going for sure. Can 100% see Kerry Carp going. How's he been this season? Season 0 for 11. Oh my god, 54K rate. Yeah, ball right, buddy. Colt Keith, 4 of 9. He's hot. He's hot to start. I could see it, man. I can see Colt Keith. Plus 600. Who are the weak spots in this game? See, Colt Keith's been hot, man. Colt Keith's a hot man. What? What? Pause. Chill. Chill, chill, chill. Oh, God. Wait. Diamondback Stadium is dreadful. I forgot. Diamondback Stadium is so bad. Soroka was on Nationals and Cubs? Oh, he was on the Cubs. That's why he sounds so familiar. Soroka. I guess. I'm going to do the multiple hit parlays as well, like Springer and Lau on one. That will be on DK. Lau for 2 hits, Springer for 2 hits, Spring Sprong, Spring Sprong. Plus 982. I don't know, maybe to win like 3 units. And then Baldwin Naylor. New streak? Ooh. What would streaks be? Shea, I think, is crazy value. Trying to see on underdog what has the best odds. Lau for a hit is minus 123. That seems wrong. Let me see if I have any boosts anywhere, and then I'll probably end stream. What are your home runs? Did I update all of them? Machado was the last. Let me update all the props, make sure we have everything here. Naylor. Okay, so we need J-Cam, total bases. Manny hit. J-Cam. Okay, all my homers are there. Ooh, Kerry Carp. Did I say I didn't like it for some reason? Or do I like it? I forget. I like him on the fastball, man. 255 ISO. I'd feel dumb if he went. Or Colt Keith. Oh, no, the stadium. The stadium's terrible. Never mind. Can't bet homers in a Diamondback Stadium. Bellinger's best combo versus pitch mix. I disagree. Respectfully. Respectfully, brother. MLB, no boosts on underdog. I think there's a free sleeper NBA protected play, but it's only basketball. There's a boost on sleeper, but you get such bad odds on sleeper, it doesn't even matter. Chase Burns, 6.5 strikeouts is boosted. It's because he's not even getting... He's going under. We already looked at that. I don't know what to do on an NBA, like... This is why I kind of want to do streams at night, because we'd have so much more time. Like, I'd stream, like, 4 hours at night, and we'd just go over it. Okay, these are the only 2 games. Like, these, let's just see, last 5. I'm only going to do... I never do this type of research. I'm only going to do this so I can get, like... I'm going to see how this works. I'm just going to rip this. CJ McCollum. Because I have to go and I have a free bet. Might as well. Want to do a little research. CJ McCollum's line already moved up, actually. Should I take his PRA instead? Let's see. Where did that move to? It doesn't even... Oh, no, he does have... I'm going to take his PRA. Jaylen Brown... Or no, let's just go off of this. Barlow, there's got to be some injury. I don't trust that. Grimes, there's got to be some weird injury. Last 10. Grimes, I'm going to take his PA. Whatever. We'll take his PA. We'll fall into the trap. And then we'll do... Is there like a double-double we can bet? Josh Giddey double-double. Obviously going to have really good odds. Ooh, minus 128. Oh, yeah, it's because they're getting killed. Jalen Johnson, Atlanta. Thought Jock Lando was starters. Got to look good, right? 60%. I'll take Jalen Johnson double-double. Protected bet. Might as well, man. Little 5x. Let's see if that hits. That's just completely random. Quentin Grimes, 12.5 PA. CJ McCollum, 24.5 PRA. Jalen Johnson, double-double. We'll see. I would not tail that. I barely did any research. But we'll see. Maybe it hits. I wanted to see if we can do some bases lays as well, but I don't think there's boosts anywhere for me. If you have some boosts, maybe run some. Oh, I need to do the homers on a round robin. I'm checking MGM to see if they have any boosts for me. 15%. Yeah, no thanks. Thanks, but no thanks. All these other odds are a joke. Okay, let me just go put the round robins in on DK. I'm going to do all my homers. So we'll start with Harper and just make our way down the list. MLB. Quick hits, not quick hits. Batter props, homers. Okay, Harper. Did I like allow for a homer? I don't think so. Springer, Murakami. Springer. Oh, I did like Bilao. Oh yeah, the wind was bad at first, but we did like Bilao. Riley, Shea, Happ. Wait, Springer, Shea, Happ. Okay, there should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. But we can't pick from the same game, which makes it a little difficult. Are any of these in the same game? Harper. Okay, Harper is in Nationals game. We don't have anything from that. Bilao, we don't have anything from the Reds. Don't have anything from Marlins. Good. Don't have Hunter Goodman. A's, don't have any Braves. Riley. I don't think we took anything. Or Rays. Did I take J-Cam for a homer? We did take J-Cam? Yeah, we did take J-Cam. Okay, J-Cam for a homer. Naylor as well. Nothing in Mets, Cardinals. Riley's on the Braves. But we can't. We either take Riley or Shea. I'm just gonna take Shea because he has better odds. I guess we can look and see which one's our favorite, but I just don't have time. So I'm gonna take Shea. Alvarez in the Astros unless I took something in that. No, I didn't. Jordan plus 371. And then we have Josh Naylor, and I think that's everything. I think we can round robin like all of those. Josh Naylor plus 650, crazy odds. And I'm just round robining this by 2. And I'm just going to do like $1. Or wait, round robin by 2. Just do $1. And then surely if one of them hit, we get our money back. Or if two of them hit. And we bet them all straights already. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to do that. Round robin for like 0.15 units. I'm in Cincinnati. Wind won't be a factor. I thought it was. Wind was blowing out. Like heavy. Wind was blowing out heavy, bro. Okay, I'm going to post everything on Picket. And then end stream. If you have any questions, let me know quick. Because I've been needing to go for the last 20 minutes. Or I'm supposed to be there right now, and it's a 20-minute walk. Oops. I don't do money lines, bro. I have no idea. Oh, we do need to do a streak as well. We'll figure that out in a sec. When do these games start? 6:35? Yeah. Good luck getting all this in. We'll see. Jose also posted more. He posted some total bases. Alonso, Vladdy, Shea, Yelich, Friedel and Yelly to get a hit. Okamoto and Terang to get a hit. Like, I'm literally just going to pick whichever has the best odds we're going to run on our streak. Harper. Harper has good odds. Could be interesting. Maybe baseball season will be better for streaks. We'll see. Harper is 0.87x. That's a little annoying. Baldwin. HR 0.89x. I don't think that's great. Almost rather do total bases. What's Shea? Shea's probably like cooked. Like his line is probably terrible. 0.86. It's like the same thing. Should have wrote down my favorites. I think he gets one though. All right, I'm taking Bryce Harper and Baldwin HRRs. 1.5 HRRs for the streak. No, I gotta go. We do not have time for Seeker. Alright, appreciate you guys for being here. I am super late. I will catch y'all tomorrow.